Hello everyone, welcome back to week number 17 of Die Party Nightcity, a Cyberpunk 2020 adventure with me and my friends. I was gonna say we're on week 17 again, but I already said that. Man, my muscle memory is literally on point, to the point where it's not on point anymore. So I'm gonna go around and introduce all of our friends who'll be playing with us tonight. Up first, we have Mr. AP Gaming Real playing Dante Fiore. How you doing, sir?
Yo.
Yo. Alright. Cool. Good to know you're doing well. Up next, we have typical GM playing Einar Less Fun.
I feel fucking awful. Glad to be here.
Why do you feel awful? What's wrong?
I am sick. Like, I don't feel good.
I did not know that. You look like $1,000,000. So this is what happens when a guy who's ripped is sick? Do you get like muscle fatigue or something? Like what is that?
Oh my god, did you guys hear that?
Do you know what happens when I feel sick? Is I get really fucking whiny, like super
shit.
fucking whiny, and then Belinda regrets ever. That's basically what happens.
Wow.
Like all of the usual like stoicism and toughness goes away
You just like
the moment I start feeling bad.
do you watch
So, in other words, you've got man flu.
Yeah, absolutely.
the old
Suck it up!
the old monthly man meltdown.
Menstruation.
There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you very much.
You got it, baby.
Have you been using your man pons?
Oh, dude.
Dude, he forgot to change his man pond.
I don't have
Oh my
I don't have
God.
booty sweat, so like I don't need man pawns so much.
What did
That's
you
what
say?
guys need man pawns for, is for the crack. It's not for the front crack, it's for the back crack.
I thought you just kind of jammed them up. Anyway, yeah.
Up the urethra? No.
Oh,
No, that's like a
I
whole
would-
other side of Pornhub.
I would pay some amount of money to see that. At least 2 pence, maybe 3.
docking
Like to see,
with typical
love to see the
GM.
short film Einar and his pipe cleaner.
Oh man. So I actually have, hold on, check this out. Like right here by my computer, because I'm fucking
Set of pipe
What?
cleaners.
What? If it's
Yeah.
some sort of sounding rod, I'm going to be really unhappy. Okay.
I'm a dumb American. I have like my actual like all my firearm cleaning stuff. So like imagine this brass brush going up.
Isn't that basically what they do STD tests with? They just get a little bottle brush. And like,
Basically brass bottle brushes, like 45 caliber.
and that's why you should always wrap it, kids, because otherwise somebody's going to stick something really unpleasant up your, penis.
I'm uncomfortable.
Speaking about uncomfortable urethras, let's go on over to my favorite streamer of all time, Miss Fuzzy Freaks. How you doing, lady?
I'm so fucking triggered.
Bullshit. Right. Hi.
So-
My computer works again. I'm very happy. I fixed it.
Nice. I hear you. You
It's
actually
fucking beautiful now.
So here's how I see things, right? Fuzzy's like, oh, my computer's broken. I'm going to spend all of my time and energy learning how to put in a motherboard. Meanwhile, on the other side,
Well, not learning.
literally
I know.
on the other side of the pond, I'm like, oh man, I can't close my computer window. Fuck it, I'll just buy a 26,000 zloty computer.
And I have the pride of knowing I did it myself, and also I know exactly what's in there and how it all goes together. So if it fucks up, I can fix it.
Yeah, nice.
And it would cost me about 500 quid, which is, a lot cheaper, I think.
I like how we're just talking about our local currencies, like everyone else in the world knows what the fuck we're talking about.
500 moon dollars, and you use the Jupiter bucks, don't you? Yes.
Yep,
Mhm.
I use dollary dues over here in Poland. So that's fun. Speaking about dollary dues, let's go on over to the person who's literally counting every single IP and milking everything he can, Mr. Ben Mortar, aka Vercon Vinegar 5.
Viggles Vinegar here, everyone. Glad to be on the show. Week after week, hour after hour, band mortaring as hard as I can.
Band mortaring, yeah. I mean, once you go full band mortar, you don't really come back from that.
I know. I'm actually going to talk to you about that later because I can't go back.
Suck it up. Anyway, speaking about sucking it up, I do notice that our next friend, who we're about to introduce, does not have any more energy drinks behind him. That can only be assumed that he's been assimilated into the Borg itself. He does look like the Borg commander, but he isn't. Let's go on over to Chipping It, aka Western Highland. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. I cannot find a position for my legs to be in where I don't feel uncomfortable.
It's because of the new glands that he's evolved that just pump out direct energy drinks into
Energy
his
legs?
bloodstream.
Yeah.
So are you
It's talking about
bored?
taking a brass pipe cleaner.
Are you bored of Warcraft yet? Have you burnt yourself out?
It's called World of Warcraft,
Absolutely not.
Board of Warcraft. That's
I am
Warcraft.
fully mythic geared. I have one more week of doing mythics, and then my guild and us we're going to be running the raids that come out on the 20th. Look, man, I'm excited. I'm working on my alt right now.
Joking.
I really, man, my favorite phenomenon ever is people who buy MMOs and then just fucking destroy it within a week. And then they're like, "What's up, Blizzard? Where's my content? Where's my end game?" You know, it's a game designed to be played over literal months.
They've
Like,
done really well of parsing out the content, and there's like one zone where you get more and more content. Like there's heroic only dungeons, and then there's mythic only dungeons, but they're kind of time gated. So there's times when I just log in and do my daily quest, log out.
See,
But like today, I have a whole new like huge portion of content available to me, including 2 mythic dungeons, which I would be raiding tonight. But I'm with you guys. I got another week.
sweet. So the thing that gets me about these MMOs, right? They have to cater to these motherfuckers. The ones that are like, I spent the first 3 days playing non-stop. I haven't left my chair. I have a poop bucket, like right there. You can't see it on stream because that would be gross, but it's there.
That would be gross. Having it's okay.
You use a bucket. Psh, you know, I use a sock, motherfucker.
What do you think the window's for?
You just out
Where do
the
you think the
window.
term poop socking comes from?
Nice,
Anyway,
sturdy wool
so
sock.
you have to have content specifically designed for you and how stupidly obsessed you are for this game within the first 3 days. But then that sort of like drags the content to like the upper end. So what about all the people who never get to experience that shit? They're stuck middling in the middle, right? So
Well, no. Portions of the people that so I'm enthusiast. I realize that, but what I've been doing is working with my guildmates who have been taking it slow, and like they're just now getting to like semi-mythic ready, and we're just carrying them through dungeons. So it's literally just I'm on my Mumble server, and we're just shooting the shit, cracking jokes at each other as we do mythic dungeons, and then laughing at their poor DPS, and just swinging the big E-peens around.
Mumble is still a thing?
Mhm.
Wow. Okay. It's like saying, yeah, get on my Ventrilo server. It's like, what?
Ventrilo's still a thing.
Yeah. That thing's never going to die.
That's why it's so much like saying that, Arthur.
Which is Mumble the one that's got like the really good sound codecs? Or is
Yeah.
that-
I
yeah.
always thought that was Ventrilo. But
One of them's like got really good sound quality, like really good.
Mumble has amazing sound quality, especially if you set it up correctly. Ventrilo has more like stuff that you can do to mess. Our guild leader, basically, the reason why he wants to maybe go back to Ventrilo is because he can screw with people more. Just like more thing, he can do more than just like kick them and mute them and ban them for whatever reason that they decide to do.
Have you talked to him about the glory of Discord?
Yeah, and those opinions will stay off of a stream of people who might or might not be partnered by Discord.
Oh, don't go at Discord, senpai, yo. Discord senpai knows what's up.
I think it's a great texting app.
I'm not a Discord I'm not
Wow.
a Discord fangirl. I just like Discord.
Done. We were friends until you said that.
Well, I think it's great for chat messaging.
All right, I'm just gonna say trigger warning. Look at this.
what's that supposed to be?
Oh my god, what is that cable management?
I don't even know how that ended up happening.
I am
Like,
so
how does that
ashamed. of
happen? It's
Because-
just a mouse and a headset.
Get some cable ties, motherfucker.
Do that? Ghost did that.
Speaking about ghosts, how about we get this party started and jump into the
Ooh,
actual
I should get
game?
him roll 20.
So, I assume, Virgil, you want to milk this teat and get a couple of IP. So why don't you explain to us what happened last time we played?
Last time, Last time was a good session. We didn't get quite as much as we did the session before that done, but we did get some stuff done. We made progress. But before anything happened, we got a little view of the Biotechnica guys poking around where they shouldn't be, looking for Weston, and they ended up bugging the Arasaka building. So now they know just how stupid Band is, probably. Also, back at Ye Old Hotel, the transformation was complete. Transformation complete. We had a glorious Naldo. Got a pretty good roll on the old check, so that should hold up. We then exploded the building.
That's right. You completely destroyed the building.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Destroyed the building utterly. Sans Astrid. Astrid was in the van at time of explosion.
Well, wasn't I the one who didn't he hand me the phone and go press this?
Yeah. You were the the mass murderer.
I was the trigger man.
Yeah,
woman,
which
whatever.
was kind of a plot point too.
It's like
you were like jumped into the gang, as it were.
what constitutes mass murder? Is 10 people mass murder? Because that's about how many were died in that.
Like 5 or 6, isn't
Pretty
it?
mass.
3 people is serial. So
what's mass? Like
It's. I think it's like at once. You know, it's. So I'd say maybe 4
I'm
or 5.
super-
Is like, you know,
I'm
well, 4 or
super
5 was
curious.
maybe more a killing spree. And then,
Spree.
yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's just in Grand Theft Auto. Killing spree.
Yay! Whee!
Okay.
I'm going on a killing spree.
We went back home to our lovely apartments, where once again Weston was kind of getting it from the boss, Dante.
oh wow.
He was like,
Oh, Dave.
stand back 15 yards at all times. You're endangering everyone, or something of that sort.
Oh.
But like stand quite near him. And then we took a hobo on the roof, and he was like, "Kill this man." And Weston was like, "Okay," and then shot his fucking ear off. And everyone was like, "Ooh, oh, Weston, what?"
You
He
could've
was like,
just killed the
"Proceed
guy,
to
but now
ninja
he
kick
doesn't."
him off, band." And I like kind of, nudged him.
Yeah,
and
did
he
you ever
fell.
clean that up? Because now there's a dead body on this.
Look, I'm sure Winston probably is fucking super pissed and had to like clean up sprayed
Hose it
blood
down.
and guts across the building. I hope it's not a super slanty building. One of those like
Yeah, it has like a
Fucking
ramp
brilliant.
on the bottom so that when it hits it, it has to drag itself down. Yeah.
flings across the street.
It's called the body
Um,
launcher. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about the plan, went over it a bit, kind of refined it, tweaked it. We bought some gear, a computer for Astrid to bring in, and then I went and did some reprogramming on the AI.
Yeah.
We put it all into the machine, and we jumped in the van and headed out. Meanwhile, Dante jumped in the Rolls Royce flying VTOL with Einar and Weston, and they headed to the scene, dropped off Weston with us, and then they went and landed their vehicle on top of Daft Punk. One quarter of Daft Punk escaped.
Technically, what he is saying is not false.
I know, that's why
Technically.
I'm like, wait, there's only 2. Oh, yeah.
That's the beauty of it. Oh god, that's so good.
Yeah, so then we got the phone call that it's all clear and we're ready to infiltrate and install the backdoor access to their network.
Sweet. Yeah, that's a...
Meantime, I'm super hyped.
Yeah, so we join our crew coming out of the van. In the background, you can see a sweet parachuting guy. I don't know how bad it's going to be when he lands, but it's going to be pretty bad for him. You have to walk through the streets of Night City on his fucking hands.
Well, stump through the city, Night City, just ding,
Yeah.
ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
So, what's the plan of action here? I assume that our good friend Naldo is going to be the one leading up the charge here, but what is Weston doing in this instance. And
Well,
so we got. Hang on, let me set the scene. We've got Dante and we've got Einar taking up a snapping position. Well, assuming the previous snapping position. And damn, that's some loud ass paper there, Fuzzy. Holy shit.
Some what?
Yeah, he heard you turning a page. I was like, whoa, it's insane. So we got Dante, we got Einar taking up a snapping position, the same one that the Daft Punk boys took up. And now we have Weston and I guess Band, you're there too, as well as not Astrid, Naldo, heading into the actual base. But I assume that that Band and Naldo are going in. But what are you doing, Weston? What's your
Oh no,
role?
they told me to stay out, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're staying out as well? Okay, so what are
Yeah.
you two doing then?
we're back up for when she needs to come out and when the distraction starts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not if. When it all goes tits up. It's gonna go tits up.
So
Yeah.
is your plan to like kick in the front door and shoot all the dudes in the base
No.
floor,
As with
or-
this team, the overall objective has been improvise. So
That's never true.
Yeah.
I always have a very detailed plan, and then you guys improvise for no apparent reason.
yeah,
My
it's what makes this team so reliable and efficient.
I mean, I can rely on you to mess with my plans, so I guess that's true.
my,
The
my
word reliable, I would never associate with this.
Right. I just want to clarify a couple of things. Right. This AI, all I need to do is plug it in, and it will transfer itself across to the
there's
actual
a very
mainframe, right?
simple like go button.
Yeah, you had
Okay,
to
so-
plug it in.
But yeah, it doesn't need to remain plugged in. I don't need to like conceal it or anything. It just plug and it'll just go.
So from what I can remember, you have to remove the barrier, and then it will just sort of like assimilate itself into the computer.
So if I get into the server room and can plug it directly into something important,
That's it. Yeah,
bypass
right.
physical firewalls and shit. Okay, got you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they might have some sort of system alerting to presence on the server, but that is only possible if they are monitoring the servers, which is highly likely. So if you manage to take out the server staff before you do that, then they will literally have no one monitoring the servers. Or B, if they have some sort of artificial intelligence. Now, the only way they can have some sort of artificial intelligence is if, like Band, they had an extremely good role when they set.
Or
that
if the GM's a complete dick.
And then is there like an AI battle and we like somehow cut to a CG animation you made earlier?
Well,
Oh,
I mean, that really
right.
depends. I mean, like, let's take a look at. Oh man, I didn't open it up. Give me a second. There you go. So open up that. There we go. So you set for the AI avoid detection with a DC of 25. That's pretty fucking hard to pass.
Yeah.
Open up a backdoor in the system and create a remote super user from login portal. That's pretty good stuff. Now, if you had set up, like, for example, a AI, if there is one, if it was set up to, like, reject stuff, then there's a good chance that you might have problems, but they would have to find it first.
Right. I have
So-
another ancillary question, Dave.
Mm.
If all goes well and it gets in and then it's in there and it has more cores to work with, I assume they have better computer. Does that mean I actually will have more slots for commands?
Well, when you made it,
Because I remember rolling, I think, for commands, and I only got 3.
that's right, yes. So when you made it, you only had the opportunity to put 3 in. So every time it grows, it's gonna get its own. It's just gonna.
It'll just
do.
oh, right, 'cause
it'll
that's
grow.
what happened with the
whatever-
Samantha Tallis thing when I transferred it in.
Yeah.
It decided it wanted to like erase everything or something. Right.
Well, no.
Okay.
You didn't give it very good instructions with that. So if it goes right now, it's sitting at core level 2. If this has core level 6, and you put it in there, it will just take up more roles. It'll just evolve itself to do whatever it feels like it's necessary. And if that
Alright.
happens to be like acquire all the information or delete all the information and then make more room for itself, then that's something that it's going to do. You made a fairly aggressive AI with this.
It has murdered people before.
Yeah. So in terms of what it would want to do, they would be fairly aggressive things in nature. So it's going to be, it's out of your control, essentially. Because it's not like...
Thank God.
Because the last time, remember...
I'm holding you responsible, though.
Last time you Last time you specifically put in, like, commands that allowed you to control it outside, but now you don't have that. And
Okay.
so
right.
you've... Yeah.
Interesting.
It's going to be pretty
I might
tough.
want to somehow break back into this building and try to, like...
That's going to be very hard to do.
You're on your own. Oh, this shit again. No. Also, what the fuck is Ronaldo's second name again? Because I've lost the notepad that I wrote it down in.
I have it here somewhere.
Yay.
Naldo
Isn't it cheeky?
Samus?
That's it.
Samus?
How'd you spell that?
Samus is how I spelled it.
Cnaeus.
Okay, cool.
All right, so maybe we get a scene of like Western and Band just like sort of loading like machine guns or something like that, and they're just sort of like looking at each other and being like,
Well, no, I imagine it being.
I'm like, you look where there's originals? I love hard candy.
No, I like to imagine it's like, you know, all those scenes in the submarines when they're running on quiet, and that one guy like has like a lolly or something like that, and he like unwraps it, and it's like excruciatingly loud. I imagine it's very much like that. You both are like, you know, and then like Ban Water pulls out this like Werther's original and like unwraps it, and it's like
It starts spinning as I like pull on the things.
Well, it would probably be like I have the Remington gyro rifle, and I'm like loading it up with the incendiary rounds and all that stuff in case stuff goes bad. Then that goes off, and then he just kind of looks over at Band. You see, the one thing that really doesn't point me out is how you became a part of this group.
Well, I've also got strawberry with like the little middle part that's all delicious.
Oh my god. Where do you even get those from? I've never seen them in a store ever.
What? Werther's original with like jam in the middle?
Yeah, I'm just. Have you ever had the little strawberry ones? They look
No.
like a strawberry because they wrap them at the top, and the top is green, and the bottom part looks like a straw. The wrapper looks like a strawberry.
I've only ever had the dodgy originals that you know. Oh, my little grandson loves Werther's original.
You're like sucking on this yummy strawberry candy, and then in the middle, it's all like this like liquidy, delicious.
I don't
jammy
trust
bit.
lollies with liquids inside of them, man.
No, not the candy. I mean that's fine, but how did you get accustomed to such a group of killers?
Well, me dad told me I had to.
Yeah, can we get like a flash over to what your dad's doing right now? He's probably sitting like in an office and like there's some like it's all quiet except typing, and then one guy's like in the background, and then it like swaps back to you.
It's like the dripping of a coffee machine someone turns on.
Yeah.
So your dad told you to.
Oh, it's good work, you know. He's in the same company, so he can keep an eye on me, make sure I'm not in trouble.
Oh, I think I understand now. Your assurance for Dante. Is that what it is?
I mean, I don't think I'm very assuring to anyone.
Okay. So, as the senior here, and he's gonna kind of go back to Gonaz Gun, he still has an opinion of Band that is falsely wrong.
Falsely wrong.
Horribly wrong. What is are we supposed to just wait here until the distraction starts?
I mean, I was hoping to wait here until we get the good word from Esther that it's all done. She hops in the car, we drive home, and then I go online and hack these fuckers.
Let's hope it all goes smoothly.
Well,
So-
try to have a bright outlook on things, you know? No need to get all uppity about shooting this and that.
Okay. And it's just gonna be that like divide of getting the gun ready when there's probably like cyber psychotic cops coming after us.
So yeah, actually, that's before we swap over to Naldo. What is Dante and Einar doing? Like, how are you setting up exactly? Like, what's going on
All
on
right.
the roof there?
So, my recollection is that currently
Yeah.
Einar is in the process of killing one man. And the second man is apparently got some bullshit power where he can eject from his legs
He's got
and
Zeppelin.
then deploy a hang glider.
Mhm.
He just R2D2'd your ass.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck was that? That's not a thing he could do.
Yes.
Whew.
So
Am I correct about that?
R2D2 can't fly. This
Yeah.
is some.
So the other guy is the same, right? He doesn't have any, removable legs. And it's worth pointing out, anyone with a robotic limb that's actually the full limb can remove any part of them. And in fact, a lot of nightclubs actually require you to remove some of your, like, more dangerous attachments.
I can believe that
Yeah.
up until the hang glider part.
No, it wasn't a hang glider, it was a parachute. And the other guy does have a
Okay.
parachute as well, so...
I feel like you're equivocating.
I made up the wingsuit part just because Dave wasn't cool enough.
Okay.
Yeah, the wingsuit was literally made up by you guys because you couldn't fathom there being a cooler guy in Night City than you guys.
I mean, he seemed real cool up until he had a car land on him. He didn't seem so fucking cool anymore.
Fucking.
Let's drop a moon on them next.
Yeah, I know. We got it. I mean, apparently the ending of the show is to just literally pull the end of the Star Wars universe saga. Just drop a moon on Chewbacca.
So
I guess that's a decade old spoilers, so spoiler alert.
Isn't it like it's all retconned now anyway? Because they
Yeah,
they've
it's
taken away
totally retcon.
Yeah.
Extended universe is no more, thank God, because there was.
Although I think Thrawn's still canon.
Thrawn is canon now, but only in the prequel part and not in the sequel part.
yeah,
Oh God, I don't know. I just the
he
extended
never,
universe.
he never got a super cannon or whatever the fuck he had.
So, I guess my plan is to let Einar finish killing this one guy, and then I'm
he's
going to
dead,
pull out
yeah.
my.
Died right the fuck away. I shot him like.
Oh, I thought for some reason you were beating him to death with a grenade in your hand.
Pistol
I've
whipping a
been
guy
thinking
with
all
a
week
grenade.
about how weird that's.
You're like, oh, I feel so relieved.
No, in fact,
I could have sworn you said that you had a grenade that you were dropping out the car, and then you were like, "No, I'm just gonna beat him to death with it."
That was
No,
a flashbang.
There
Dave
was a whole
was
thing
super
about
salty 'cause I
standing
I just
far
shot
enough
him.
away so that no one gets a chance to roll a reflex save.
A stupid fucking like martial arts. I'm down with a car pin on top of me. I'm gonna somehow disarm a
Oh,
guy.
I remember that. Yeah, you were gonna get disarmed. All right. I mean, my plan here right now is to pull out my long rifle and shoot the parachute guy before he can hit the ground.
Sure, if you want to do that. It'd be a
Yeah.
pretty hard shot, but you're welcome to do it.
How could it? He's literally on a glide
Slowly
path.
gliding away
He's on
on
a
a predictable
extremely
trajectory.
slow glide
So
path.
if you remember correctly...
How windy is it? How windy is
If
it?
you remember correctly, you actually have a -3 to hit.
Right, from windage.
From
already.
windage.
Guys,
And
look
on
at my
top of that,
mustachio,
it's a
kitty.
distance thing. So what is your distance of your rifle? Also, it's worth pointing
my
out.
rifle could probably shoot the moon. I really would not worry about that.
It's also worth pointing out that you'll give away your position too if you snap. But that's up to you.
Just landed
Like I already did a 3-round burst, and we landed a car on a couple dudes.
Look, normal rifle fire, completely fine. That is acceptable. But when you have like a 50 caliber sniper rifle going off in the middle,
That's an
of Night City?
anti-tank weapon.
It's
It
a 7.62. It's literally the exact same as a AK-47.
All right, that's
It's
fine.
It's probably incorrect. It's probably the same as a.
Because I remember one of
But
you,
what's the muzzle velocity? It's
one
much
of,
higher, right?
one of
Yeah,
you
I
literally
mean,
has like
the
an
thing is,
anti-material
It's like
rifle.
a
so
rail
it's-
gun firing a AK-47 round.
All right.
AK-47 rounds are 7.62 by 3.9, and what you're
This
shooting.
is 7.62 EAE.
Wait, is it an actual railgun or is it like
It's an actual rail gun. It
So
comes
it'd actually be quieter then, because you don't have the bang of the propellant and shit. Or you just have to.
Total manufacturing type 00 Kai.
Whatever the
Oh.
fuck that means.
It's literally the most damaging rifle you can have in the entire game that doesn't
Yeah.
require a mount.
So here's the thing: if you want to do it, that's fine. He has half a body, so that cuts out, like, on a 1d10 for the hit, that would cut out 4, I think. So that would cut out the lowest 4.
Can't I take a move to like aim specifically for something?
You can. So what the aim actually normally does, right, in the original rules of Cyberpunk, is that it removes the bottom 4 from a die.
Okay, so if I aim,
Yeah,
it would be like I'm avoiding his legs anyway.
that's right, yes.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna do that.
All right, so here's what the roll would be then. The distance would probably be about 500 meters at the moment. And then you have a
In
negative...
3 seconds, he's traveled 500 meters.
It's been a lot more than 3 seconds.
6 seconds, isn't that around?
He's traveling over 100 meters a second, and he's still alive.
He also fell off a building. So that's faster than anyone can ever run. Gravity, mate.
I mean, he's moving 200 miles an hour on a... You know what? You know what, Dave? I'll just shoot.
Yeah,
It doesn't
whatever.
matter.
All right, well, how...
Keep throwing stuff at me. It's not going to change the fact that I'm going to shoot this guy.
Yeah, you're still going to shoot him.
I don't
You
actually
remember how big the parking lot was? Dave just makes up a number.
Yeah, I just make up a number. I don't write down the maps, yo. You're going to have to get used to that.
I'm clicking buttons. It's not working. All right, now that's working. Okay.
Yeah, did you put it
It's a little
against
box
the
pops up.
other guy that's still on the
Do
map?
I have to
there?
click on something?
Yeah, click on the just one of the dudes there with the green bars above their head.
Okay. All right, that's doing something. So my modifier is what? -4?
It's
the
-3 for the aiming, and then
Okay, so -7.
yeah, and then a moving target is like, you know, whatever. But yeah, okay.
So my attack is 10.
Yeah, that's good. So you didn't even hit close range. So yeah. So yeah, you take a shot and you completely you miss, right? Like you don't even know where you shot, but he's still sailing down. So the rifle round sounded like any other rifle round, right? It was the same chambered ammunition.
I
and the
mean,
other guns.
if it's a railgun, it probably doesn't sound like very much at all.
Yeah. All
But
right.
yes.
That's incorrect. Railgun will sound extremely loud because the projectile is traveling faster than the speed of sound, so it's going to break the sound barrier.
All right. Well, then it sounds super loud. It sounds a lot like a bullet train, which is exactly as fast as this guy is traveling.
Yeah. So maybe it's surrounded by towers and stuff, and maybe you just fucking break a window in some other building that's just like to his left or whatever.
What? Oh, you meant from the bullet hitting it. I was
Yeah.
going to be like, the bullet probably isn't fast enough to knock out windows around it. I think.
So it's a good question. The person asked, you can aim for the parachute. Yeah, that's fine, but in a lot of cases, you probably wouldn't do a lot of damage to a parachute. You'd have to literally burn the parachute in order for it to like
Why bother with the parachute? Just kill him, and we can take the parachute afterwards.
Well, this guy has a parachute. The other guy has a parachute on his back too. So
well then, I missed the shot, and then as I'm ejecting whatever gel casing there is from my special weapon, I'm just like, I know. I think that guy has a parachute. Shoot the other guy while I get the parachute off of this one.
he's gonna chase a guy down in the streets on his hand.
Parachute chase.
What? No. I need this for when I throw people off of buildings. If I accidentally fall off in the process, I need to be able to deploy it.
I got you.
I ban boredom myself off of the building.
So are you wanting me to extract this guy's parachute? It's probably
No, I'm extracting this parachute. You shoot the guy who's floating.
Why would you fight a sex doll off a building? That doesn't make any sense.
all right. Assault rifle up, sniper rifle out. Fucking like heavy side, take a perch on the fucking edge of the building, barrel not protruding over the head.
So if we go by the turn order, then he gets a move, and he'll just continue to float. And then Einar, you can have a shot.
All right, how far is he?
He'd probably be an extra 100 meters horizontally, maybe. I don't know how fast you fucking fall in a parachute, but I've done parachuting before, and you move pretty quick, so...
You can move pretty, quickly.
Yeah, so I'm going to say an extra 100 meters, so he's probably 600 meters away now, so... whatever that is on your rifle distance.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
It'd probably
shot.
be like a 20, and it's a -3 still for the distance, and then a -1 for a moving target. So -4.
Okay. I'm gonna add the -4 into the roll.
Yeah, please do. Okay, yeah, 27. Yeah, you're good. So what are you shooting with it? What's gunnier?
Gungnir.
Yeah, is that your sniper rifle?
It's a 50 caliber.
Oh,
electric
yeah.
sniper
So I was wondering who had that, and then you just like,
Pull the fucking 30-pound rifle out of the back of the car, put it on the edge of the building, go prone, pew pew.
All right, so give me a luck roll. This is to see how alert the building becomes when a 50 caliber rifle
Pretty loud.
explodes right next to them. Oh,
Wait,
okay, you're good.
Is
No,
meat okay?
you're good. So maybe at the same time, like a guy like beeps his horn or whatever, you know, like.
Like a little shitty, like
I'm walking here. Someone's like,
not even like an air horn, just like a little shitty fucking like compact like Kia horn or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a car backfires at the same time. You know, that's probably more likely if we're gonna be
Like-
making those jokes. But yeah,
Man, 50 cals are so fucking loud.
yeah, no, that's so fucking loud. But I can't think of any other way to cover up. Like maybe simultaneously 300 cars backfire. No.
Right. I mean, okay. To be fair, we already dropped a flashbang on the roof. We landed a car
Yeah.
like hard, squishing people into the roof.
People
There
being
was
God, those
asked-
renovations on the roof are noisy today.
Yeah, maybe there's like a
Oh,
fucking
no. There's like a lot of flyovers because they're doing like high speed jet engine testing. So there's been explosions all day, like supersonic booms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like also we get like cool.
I like that
Fucking
that the
shits.
airspace above
Over-
Night City is so busy with just like commercial and military planes all the time. It's like,
I mean, the Concorde was still a thing in the 80s when this game was written.
oh
so.
shit, yeah, fuck Concorde. God damn, that's awesome. All right, yeah.
I fucking loved Concorde. I remember seeing Concorde like take off over like Gatwick and shit. It just so fucking loud. Even like subsonic, it's just ridiculous. You could hear
Yeah.
it coming from miles.
All the poor people suddenly realized how big the dicks of the very rich guys were when a Concorde flew over your house. You're like, oh shit. So yeah, how does this guy explode? Like 50 caliber entry exit wound would probably be like just a hole. Like maybe his lower body falls off even more. like
He's left with 1/8 of
1/8 of Daft
Basically,
Punk.
it's just a head and shoulders on a parachute, just like
floating through the city slowly.
just a little bit of dangling intestine and things. Just little lung drops out.
Yeah, I imagine like when it lands as well, there's enough wind to keep dragging the corpse along the street, and like maybe
the
there's
cop car
weird.
pulls up behind it, turns on its lights. Whoop woo!
I like the idea that someone's like, you know, finally got his soy cap or whatever. He's taking a sip, and he just like he's homeless, and he just
There's
looks, and there's this dead body just dragging across the ground, and he's just like, just watching it. He's just like. Dante, while you're you know, stealing a dead man's parachute, good job by the way.
I mean, I don't like how you're labeling it as a dead man's parachute. I consider it Dante's parachute right now.
Sorry,
I have.
yeah.
Are you saying I have not successfully acquired my parachute?
no, you have. I'm telling you
Okay.
what else you found for you know.
Oh, okay.
Basically, sort of like attached to like almost like a paperclip, like attached to the gun. You see like a picture of a man, and I know you'd probably know this as like the actual target of the guy, of these guys if they were to try. Like they don't seem like security to you. Essentially, they're here.
I mean, usually, I mean, like this may be like private military contractors, like whatever, but no, like security usually is not like anti-sniper positions on buildings overlooking main thoroughfares.
Yeah. So these guys are watching the entrance of a building. They've got a picture of a guy who, you know, for the audience looks mighty similar to the guy that was being all cool and blowing smoke against the glass. A blonde-haired guy with like silver power conduits going up his neck, essentially.
Did Dante see this picture?
Yeah, no, yeah. You
I'm not looking
after
at it,
shooting this
right?
guy, you probably like sit back and like, you know, pull back the receiver of the gun to let the giant bullet, which is like yay big, probably like fly out. You can literally use it as a melee weapon. That's how big this bullet is. Not really, but yeah. And you would see it as well. Yeah, absolutely.
Interesting. I appreciate the plot point. Having the convenient like target photo like set up right next to the sniping perch.
Yeah, you know.
I like it.
I could have put it in his back pocket, but then you would have thought that that's his lover. So I want to make it very clear. Like
I mean,
in his
listen,
wallet.
If you want to get even more Skyrim-y, the note on the picture has to say, like, memorize this picture, then burn it before going after him.
Yeah, memorize his
So you
picture.
really got to indicate that there's absolutely no reason they should have this thing anymore.
Got a knife through his head, stabbed into the cement, like next to the gun.
There's like a little handprint on the note, and it's like the Black Hand. And you're like, who signs like that?
Yeah, so these guys probably aren't here to hunt for you guys. They're probably here to hunt for someone else.
I mean, that makes me feel a lot better about sending...
Naldo?
No, jeez, why do you keep calling her Naldo?
Because that's who she is right now.
But it's
Yeah,
so
right.
confusing.
We're
That's
trying
the
to
whole
help
point.
her. We're trying to help
listen.
Astrid get into character so that when
No,
someone says,
no, I got it.
"Hey, Naldo," she's like, "¿Qué pasa, Holmes?"
God damn it.
¿Qué?
Rob
¿Qué?
Snyder's back, man. Like,
I comms over to Nastrid.
Today, special guest Rob
Astrid.
Snyder.
Nastrid. It does not appear that our gunfight aroused security of Biotechnica. This appears to have been a third-party job. I believe we should extort the target of that particular job for the protection we have just provided him with. That is for another place and time.
Okay, you're the boss.
You go in. I'm sure everything will be fine. No one's been alerted to anything. And we appreciate your sacrifice in this matter.
Sacrifice? Please don't say sacrifice.
A noble sacrifice. When duty calls, you pay the price.
so I need to know specifically, and you need to specify this now. How are you commsing together? Like, what device are you using?
Cell phone?
Your cell phone? Yep, just a normal
The brick.
two-banger?
I mean, I have a mini.
Okay.
I have a smartphone.
Oh, it's important to know what devices she has
A
going
mini,
into this thing,
tiny
so.
phone. It's like this big, probably. You're like,
I've got
"I have
a
a
1980
phone."
cell phone.
Now it's one of those ones where you're getting a phone call and it's like some sort of MIDI tone, and it's like a big white
Oh,
box.
is it
and it's like
the
two
battery and then the
triangles.
handset's wired
Yeah,
in?
and
You're
then-
like, do.
And then you have to extend the.
Yeah. Hang on. Yeah. Wait, is it with a
Think-
separate handle or is it just a huge brick one? Where you're like,
Think-
hello? Yes.
Think Vice City, think
Two-handed.
cocaine, and you basically have the phones, right? Yeah, that's it. So yeah, Astrid, or sorry, Naldo, you're making your way up to the front door.
Yeah.
Some really big jerks are driving around like loud motorcycles next to you or something like that. You know, you can't really hear anything, and you have to and then you get a phone call and you have that conversation, but you know, you hang up and you're on your way in. Now, just for my purposes and everyone else's, what exactly are you carrying with you right now? You have your briefcase. You have the briefcase with the computer. Yeah.
Big briefcase with the thing in, and then I've just got my wallet and with the ID and shit, and just my sort of fucking.
Now you do have Naldo's wallet, not your wallet.
I am Naldo.
I just imagine
Okay.
it's like, sir, can I see some identification? And you hand them like Astrid's identification, and he's like,
Oh no, I would have left that at home. Like, undercover. Fucking what? Bitch, I'm undercover. Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, I'll just sort of like, shamble up to the door and just be like, eh.
All right, the door to the front door is sort of like, anyone can sort of come into the foyer of this place. Foyer, whatever you want to say. But inside there is like past the waiting room, and there is like, front desk people. And one of them gives you like a just a salute or whatever, not like an official salute, but it's just like a dude that
I'll
knows
just give him
you.
the little
And then
the upwards nod.
Yeah, the first instance you have of identification is a security checkpoint, and it's the same as what you'd go to like. Have you ever been to like the Empire State Building or something like that? They have like just. Sir, put all your metal items in this box, and then we'll scan them. Put your briefcase separately if it's got like electronics.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I'll just sort of like, I'll put it through and be like, hey, be careful with that. It's brand new, man.
Okay, so you actually take your computer out of the briefcase?
Well, it's sort of.
It's like a deck, yeah. So.
Is it like integrated into the briefcase or?
No, it's I mean, it's they're pretty funky looking. Yeah. It's kind of like, like a really old
we described it as the
keyboard would like this thick.
Yeah. It's a little like that. Yeah.
It's huge
kind of
like
those
with no screen.
It's kind of like one of those Mac keyboards, like the old ones, like the really big
like a Commodore.
Yeah. But on top of that, it also kind of looks like the Yu-Gi-Oh card decks.
I was gonna say, you keep saying things, all I see is Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, no, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh.
I have no idea what the Yu-Gi-Oh card decks look like, so I'll just take fancy, flashy Commodore. Commodore with bling.
I mean, we're gonna fix this for you.
Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh card deck.
What have I done? Yeah, I know totally what Yu-Gi-Oh card decks are. Ooh, yeah.
I mean, I was playing along. I have no idea, but you've ruined it. Now we're gonna be exposed.
I
we won't
fucking
be able to
hate
unsee.
My kid was obsessed with fucking Yu-Gi-Oh for a while, and I was just like,
bloop. There you go, Virgil.
I actually can't find a picture of it. You found it?
Today I saw
wear it.
Look at how amazing that kid is.
Oh, there, right.
Wow, that's the smallest fucking photo I've ever seen of that.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
We got an
80 by 90. Wow, well, fucking really.
That's a Cyberpunk size image right there.
Yeah, 80 by 90. I'm like,
wow, look at that kid's
impressive
head.
image, mate. 80 by 90. Where are you storing that?
Literally every single one of these kids, Virgil, is super serious about card games.
Wow, yeah. Okay, so that's the thing. Nice.
I mean, that's like banned Mordo when he was 12. Sure.
Okay, so basically it's a kid's toy / Commodore. Right, okay, got it.
Yeah. So they pull that out. They you put all your phone and whatever down, and have you ever been to a have you ever gone to get your visa done before in any way? Like, have you ever gone to an embassy?
Esther, man, Esther.
Okay.
No.
So if you've ever gone to an actual embassy and gone into an embassy, what they do is they hold your phone at the front desk.
Mm-hmm.
And this place, they only allow particular registered phones in. So when you bring in your personal phone, they just sort of look at you like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you've been here hundreds of times. Why are you bringing this in? What do? Do you let them keep it?
Yeah. I was like, there you go.
Okay, so they take the phone off of you. And this is why
I expected a phone call from my mum later. I phoned her on the way home.
Ah, okay. They just sort of look at each other and like, yeah, all right. So what they do, they get you to turn it off so that it doesn't ring in the back room forever.
Yeah. I'll happily do that. Yeah.
So you turn it off, and they put it in one of those Ziploc bags. They also use for drugs at some point, as we discovered later. And they take that away from you, and They scan the deck and they scan it again, and they ask if you have any papers for the deck.
Do I have any papers for the deck?
No, the deck is brand new.
Like, do you have any like reason, like, because this is sort of technology that would come in via other means, normally into these buildings.
You know what? I'm just going to be like, nah, man, it was my birthday the other day, right? So, yeah, I got this new and I wanted to show the boys. It's fucking sweet, right? Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Look how cool this is. Like, yeah. Have you seen that? And I'm going to like sort of like go through and just basically like, have you seen all the cool shit? This is.
I guarantee he's never seen such long battery life on a cyber deck.
What did we make it? It was like 9 hours or something.
Yeah, it costs like
Yeah.
about like 1,200 credits.
But yeah, I'm just going to be like, yeah, sort of like my grandma. Okay, right. It's kind of sad, but my grandma died, and like.
But you
But
just said the grandma was
kinda-
going to call you later.
No, my mum's going to call me.
Oh.
My mum's going to call me. My grandma died, right? And yeah, this thing, I kind of used my inheritance to buy this thing because look how sweet this is, man. Look at this.
All right, we're going to need a persuasion fast talk to get through this.
Okay.
You don't have the required requisite forms to do this.
Let's do persuasion fast talk. I'm gonna sort of like use the pheromones to.
You can buy stuff if you have the IP to do it. You just got 7 last episode. You could spend 10 and put one into persuasion fast talk and roll it.
What have I got in IP now? Oh right, 14. Yeah, I got
So that means
Worth
you're...
it. You've tried to do this like 2 times now, and you can do it. Remember, you
All
were
right, yeah.
forced to kiss a dude.
So 10 IP and
that'll put 1 point into...
so that takes you up to 2 for persuasion and fast talk.
Yes.
Okay.
When you go from 2 to 3, that'll cost 20. So.
Right. Okay. Right. Can I use my pheromones to like give that a boost as well?
What does it do again? Can you read it out for me? Don't worry, I'll open
Adds
it.
a plus to seduction. So
Yeah, it's fast talk, not so much. Unless you want to seduce this guy. But you are a man right now, so...
I don't
Hey.
think right now is the time for seduction.
ASA, you see how sweet this deck is? Imagine how sweet mine is.
Currently loading up Careless Whisper.
Hey man, you want to come in the back room and I'll show you what I can do with the deck. Yeah.
Yo, I'll suck that dick off. It's like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Strip search.
Super forward. Wow. Okay.
No, I'll try and be like,
Luck
yeah,
check,
man.
is he married?
All right, let's do this shit.
Alright, yeah, roll it up.
If he is married, that's actually probably a better chance of me being interested.
Ooh, that's super bad. That is super bad.
Oh shit.
That is so bad. Alright, let's take a look.
All right. Reload snipers and
Roll a luck check to instantly know something's going wrong.
something's wrong.
She's not answering her phone. Why isn't she answering her phone? Let's see, Data Fortress. Alright, what are we looking
No,
at?
typical is obviously C-3PO. We've already had R2-D2. Now typical is just INRing. He's like, I've got a bad feeling about this, Dante.
Alright, so what is fast talk? That's empathy, yeah, so they are violently opposed to anything you want. Roll a 1d10 for me, please.
Oh Jesus! Right.
Okay, now you're good. See, on a 1 through 4, they will attempt to do physical harm to you, but you're good. So, yeah.
Break your arm, throw you on the ground.
What you didn't know is this particular guard hates Naldo.
Yeah. He's just like...
He thinks Naldo's fucking creepy.
This fucking guy doesn't have the required forms for his stupid fucking birthday gift that he bought for himself when his grandma died. What an asshole. So, yeah, he's just sort of like... He does that thing where you're like, yeah, it's a birthday gift, and he just sort of looks at you just like... What the fuck, man? He's like, and he sort of scratches his head, and he's like, you know better than anyone that you need to bring this in. How long have you been working here now?
I don't know, man. Yeah, but look, I get what you mean, man. I get what you mean, but I got kind of, I was excited, man, and like the boys really wanted to see it, but yeah,
So he'll take it, and he'll be like, he'll get another like bag, and he'll like start to put it in there. He's like, you can come get it after you finish work in the afternoon.
Okay, man. Well, I'll tell you what I might do, right, is I'm going to go and ask the boss if I can, like, if he can give me because he said he was going to sort the forms out for me, but, like, it didn't get around to it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and get the forms.
You bring the forms through processing, and then when they land on my desk, you can walk it in like anyone else.
Okay, man. Okay.
So he'll zip it up, and he'll put it in the same container with your phone and stuff, so...
He writes down the time and signs his death warrant. I mean, the package.
So yeah, a big trouble in Chinatown apparently. So what do you do? He lets you through now.
It's all on you, expert infiltrator, to improvise,
Mhm.
just like Chip said.
Right. What is
Bring us the
our?
data we need?
What was the data we needed again?
You just needed blackmail.
Blackmail information on Biotechnica that we can
Right.
ignite. You're, I mean, I don't want to label you.
And we were specifically
relationship?
curious about the productions facilities and what they were making there.
I mean, I didn't care about that stuff. All I cared about was blackmail information.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'll be like, hey, man, and I'll just fuck up. What? I tell you what, though, if we leave this here, eventually someone's going to be like, okay, so what the fuck is on this thing?
No, I mean that's
Like
why
it is.
that's why they ziplock it and they put a sticker on it. So that
Yeah,
they can
but
show
once
that people can do
Naldo, you know, at some point when it's obvious that Naldo's not coming back and you know,
Oh yeah, no, yeah, most likely, but they're probably not going to stick a cyber deck into their database server database. They're probably going to
also
stick
the
it
battery
in...
life is only 9 hours, so
Yeah, it'll be dead, and that means also that within 9 hours' time, the AI will die too.
I rolled a perfect 30 to make that AI.
I'll try and get it back. I'll try and get it back, man.
Yeah.
Don't get it back. Leave it.
Seriously, you plug it
Right.
into a 6
We're better off without it, probably.
You're literally better off without it.
Anyway.
I intentionally designed this mission in a way that it would not repeat.
Anyway, so I'm just gonna calmly amble on into work and right. Fuck.
You're like, ah, shit, I don't know where Naldo's office is.
Mhm.
Yeah. We can take a break with that thought running through Naldo's mind as he's just like
I'm so dead.
I don't know where my office is.
we've got a couple of dudes in a van to talk to. Let's swap on over to Van Mortar and Western Highland. Hey guys, how's the time being spent?
Well, we're probably like bantering, and I'm sure like the novels would, or the just short stories would come up.
What would be Ban's favorite thing to read?
The autobiography of Dante Fierro.
Is it just a picture of you like in like a white unbuttoned shirt next to a tiger?
All right, listen. I've literally
On a
been,
very nice rug.
I've been trying to play The Witcher 3 and record it. And at the very beginning of the game, there's a scene where Geralt gets out of a bathtub and is just wearing pants and has all his scars and his abs. Dante is doing that scene, and he even has the Witcher emblem around his neck, made out of pure silver.
Is this from your time you spent over in Poland?
The Switcher emblem. It
I mean-
vibrates.
Oh yeah, of course. Anytime anything that's useful is near, it literally can detect the hotness level of nearby women, and vibrates when one is near.
That's like Mean Girls. I know when it's raining because my breast gets wet.
I lost it in the early 2010s in a bet with Harrison Ford, but I'll always remember it.
Tell me about this bet with Harrison Ford.
I mean, I bet Harrison Ford that it was a certain number of parsecs, and I was wrong.
And then he used that in his movie.
Yeah.
That sneaky bitch. Yeah, that was like an off-the-kilt line, and everyone's like, my God, Harrison Ford's an absolute genius. And he's like, I know, I'm Harrison Ford. So, yeah, I mean, you've got your signed Dante Fierro autobiography with you at all times, banned. But
No, I'm probably like I'm like, Electronic Circuits Monthly. Read it every month. And
ECM?
just for the articles, remind you.
Now we get a flashback of like Ban just like looking over like a deck and being like it's a centerfold, and he's just like,
yeah, it's like full the ad.
No, I just didn't know if he gotten into like any fantasy stories or anything like that. If he thought about the story writing of the Pocket Monsters edition, or if he's just doing the art. So I didn't know if he was like reading, Neo Trash from across the galaxy.
No, I'm not doing research to write any of the like story or dialogue or anything. But I reckon I'll probably do a lot of work on the algorithms to make sure that the in-game purchases are maximized each month.
So what is it that this project that you're working on?
Well, it's a game, you see. You fight your little monsters against other people, and we milk you for money.
Well, that sounds mighty interesting, but how do you draw people in, Usually with my books and stuff, I try to have like a plot or a story to it. Is it just...
Oh, well, your plots are shit, is the problem. You've got no monsters to fight in your stories at all.
I see, so you're talking about,
I mean, if I was like, hey, let's play this game where a broody detective smoked cigarettes and wishes he was with a lady and was better at solving mysteries. That's not exciting.
I mean,
if
that's
he was like a
literally real
monster
life.
taking the city and the detective could like shoot lasers, I mean, that could get in the game. But your writing, it's just dry,
So you're going for more of a demographic of young children.
No, it's rated E for everyone.
So it's a demographic for young children.
It only has some sexual content.
No, it's designed to be, highly addictive for anyone that plays even for a few minutes, really.
Plus, you need to have the cyberware to make that happen, so I don't know how you would... You know what?
True.
This place would have cybernetic children. They would grow out of the cyberware pretty quickly, but... Yeah.
Well, they probably need like, what is it, like all they need is like the chip slot, right? Or is it so is there like any specialty equipment that you're making for it?
Just a
Oh,
chip.
well, Barash is probably working on the chipset right now.
Meanwhile, we get a cut to Barash in his lab, and you just see Go Gorilla there with like a bolter gun firing it. It's like a pistol that shoots like 50 cal rifles just down in the basement.
Barash is like trying to teach him to solder. He's like, yeah, I mean, if you wanted to get involved, I would suggest, drifting up something and running it by me and not going straight to Dante. I mean, he seems very disappointed in you, actually. I'm surprised you didn't get thrown off the roof, really. I mean, shocked.
Well, I mean, that's an eventuality for all of us. Not everyone is a a cybernetic with, no lower half that's able to just wing glide out of nowhere. That only happens in fiction.
Look, well, I mean, I've managed not to get thrown off a roof for like nearly a month and a half.
It's true.
So, I mean, you could do better than a week. I mean, you shot that fella right in the ear. That was brutal.
See, all of this is just bringing up bad memories for me. I used to be in a gang roaming around the streets. Speaking of
what
which,
gang, mate?
it was called the Neo Nightclub.
Oh, ran with the Neo Nightclub. I used to hick for them. It's
Oh,
awesome.
really? And then it's just like there might be like that thing of like him like unbolting the back so he could like show off his tattoo, because I imagine it's kind of dark
Do
in
you
the van.
actually have a tattoo though, Virgil?
We established. No, I don't have one. He has one.
Yeah,
Oh,
so it's like,
fantastic.
as you like hold it back, it's like you see that like kind of glow in the dark luminescence of the Neo Nightclub just all over his back and stuff like
oh,
that.
you let your friend give you a tattoo. That's lovely.
Do you know anything about gangs at all?
I mean, would have had it professionally done. I mean, it looks like it hurt. This is a lot of scarring.
Well, yeah.
Did you see this?
No, I went to prison for a while, and I got most of it done there.
Oh, is this where you got stabbed there?
It's probably going to be like the continuation of that.
Yeah.
Like how you got stabbed there, and then we're just retelling like some like gang stories.
All
And then
right.
Ban tries to cut in and be like, "Oh yeah, I hacked once. It was dangerous."
So, speaking about dangerous, let's go on over to the rooftop where it's windy and there's dead bodies and blood everywhere. What are our two favorite snipers doing up there?
I mean,
Are
doing
you-
what snipers do.
Are you bonding?
Remaining motionless, remaining silent, watching vigilantly for the signal to begin laying down, suppressing fire.
You mean
Doing, like-
literally
doing, like,
destroying the
breathing
foundation of
exercises?
the building with your sniper rifle fire?
While that's happening, as he is professionally preparing, I'm setting up like a ridiculous.
I expect like
recoil-
a brazier with like some Turkish coffee.
Oh, no. I'm setting up like a ridiculous
A barbecue.
recoil stand for my rifle that doesn't at all need it. And I'm putting on Downtown by Macklemore and Ryan Lewis at like the loudest volume possible from my car.
Which
And I'm
is
just
on
like,
top of the ground.
I love this song. It's funny because they think mopeds are a viable vehicle.
Are they not? They're very fuel efficient.
You know what's more fuel efficient? A jet engine on a car.
That doesn't sound right at all. Are you sure?
No, actually, it's not fuel efficient at all, but it is 100 times more awesome than riding on a tiny bicycle.
I can't argue with you there. Perhaps we should watch for danger in case.
Downtown! Isn't that what I pay you for?
Do you pay me?
I mean, I have been paying you for some time. You just haven't accepted it until this month.
Yeah, you've only been in the game for just over a month and a half.
I
Right.
definitely, absolutely pay you. You just normally don't take it.
What if we put a jet engine onto a tiny motorized bicycle?
I was already thinking that. In fact, it had been done in the 1990 anime Dragon Ball Z. And as we are an idea company, I'm thinking that we should probably use that idea and shamelessly rip it off.
I would say that Dragon Ball Z is still currently being made. Like
I lost interest in that anime when they started becoming giant tentacled space monkeys.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I literally... You know what? I got through the Frieza saga and that was about it for me. The androids were right out.
It just seems a bit over the top. And then they could teleport all over the universe, and the power of love would conquer all evil, which we both know is not true.
everyone
Of course,
raised their,
evil
their
always
love into
wins.
the air.
We say as there's like a dripping body that I have removed the parachute from, and we have two enormous sniper rifles leaning up to watch a building full of people.
All right, so
Could you imagine if we could teleport? We could just go right into wherever we need to go without having to do all of this skullduggery.
I mean, I don't understand how the X-Men always get themselves into so many problems. Literally half their members can teleport. It feels like the other half can control people's minds. They really should be running the planet at this point. I mean, give me a break.
Wait, the X-Men? That was discontinued back in 2002.
Oh god, did the X-Men movies not happen in your timeline?
In your timeline. Fucking killing me, Arthur.
I mean, talk to me here, typical. Is that a thing we're establishing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
What meshing of PC and player is this, Arthur?
I got this. Well, you know, in college I roomed at Cambridge Multiplex Ultraversity with a comic book nerd who had many of the classic X-Men comic books. I know quite a bit about them, especially my favorite guy, Magneto.
Is this before they became outlawed in the United States of America?
What is happening here?
We're establishing as canon that the X-Men during
You should have established in an early episode that X-Men was still a thing if you really wanted it.
They had
We talked about this before the campaign.
They had a plot line that closely resembled what actually happened when, Palestine got glass.
Yeah, no, and then there was like the conspiracy theories, and then they got shut down.
Yeah.
No, what happened was that the X-Men were inspiring too many youths to go cyber psychotic because they wanted all the Chrome to be like the X-Men. So there were 14 X-Men gangs that ended up clashing with each other and
I just assumed it was because Marvel ended up being the cinematic powerhouse of the universe.
The X-Men gang wars of 2018.
At the height of its popularity,
devastating.
children were literally getting their skeletons covered in chrome and started killing them at an exceptional rate.
Oh.
Yeah, during the great X-Men purge of 2002.
It's painful, but it's so cool, but no one can see it.
Look, if I cut myself, you can see my
You could
chrome
kind of get a glimpse
skeleton.
before the gushing blood.
I was outside of the country when that happened, and it was still cool in the United Kingdom.
Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway,
As you are also a foreigner, I'm a little surprised you would have such deep anti-X-Men sentimentalities.
Oh, I believe the X-Men were excellent. Didn't have any problem with them whatsoever.
I'm flipping my scope through thermographic, X-ray, zoom, just following some guy getting coffee in the building.
he spills a little bit.
What do you think his name is?
He
Is it
spills a bit
something
on his
stupid
crotch. Yeah. And then he
Steve or Brett?
No, it's probably something like Charles.
What would happen to Charles if I just shot him right now? Do you think anyone would care?
You could try it.
I believe the company they would have to pay out his life insurance policy, which would be...
Oh, yeah. I mean, is a company really a person? I know the Supreme Court said yes, but...
Aren't you your own incorporated entity?
I mean, I'm technically a... Oh, you're right, I am. But I'm also a person at the same time, so that makes it a little bit more difficult because I've always seen myself as a person.
Can a person also be an entity of business?
I believe so. Isn't that what my childhood hero Elon Musk always said?
And with that, we're going to swap over to Naldo. Naldo, you're in a hallway following red lines on the ground to go to the IT department, I assume.
IT department, this way. Thank God.
So I need some sort of blackmail material.
Yeah.
I'm not good at actual hacking.
Yep. Been established.
How the fuck am I going to get blackmail material?
Make it.
Plant it? Yeah, you can plant some stuff.
Plant? Bitch, please. I'm going to create some.
What are you gonna... Okay, I'm interested in how you do this. But you're the master here, so explain to me your converse plan.
Okay. So... what would happen if my sex pheromones got into the air conditioning system?
Interesting.
Orgy.
Interesting. Now, let me just check. I can't remember if I specified if it's a single person or if it's a group.
I mean, if it's airborne, then, can I not just go... And,
Okay, it adds a +2 seduction check for
Much real
affected NPCs. I specifically put plural there, so yes. You can affect more than one person. Whether you will have the quantity available to affect an entire building through a ventilation system... Maybe.
Imagine Naldo like sitting over the ventilation shaft, just
farting,
growing furiously.
Just. What are you doing? Nothing.
Do a couple push-ups and just like sweat into the ventilation system.
It's just chilling off frantically into the ventilation system, basically.
Wow.
But okay. Well, that's going to be my first. Or maybe not a ventilation system, but okay, we're going to start with the IT office because that's where I should be anyway. There's probably like ventilation ducts, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to start off. I'm going to sort of get into the IT office, look around, sort of like stand by one of the ducts and just sort of like...
yeah, you get to the front of the IT department. Now, much like my current place of work, I'm going to say that they enjoy their security, internal
security. So you got to swipe in sort of thing.
You got to swipe into every single door for every single department.
But that's okay because I've got my swipe card.
Yep. So all it means is that...
multipass.
Multipass, yeah. So all it means is you got to think of it like this. Essentially, someone on a computer will be able to see wherever you walk and what doors you go in based on that card.
I'm just walking around, man.
Okay. Yeah. So you swipe
Naldo,
in,
multipass.
You beep in, and yeah.
Oh, that's a multipass.
So what time of day is it right now? You established it was nighttime?
Well, I'm assuming this place operates on... Oh, yeah, what time was it?
I thought we showed up like earlier and then just waited for a while. So I don't know what time it
Hey,
is.
you know how sometimes on shows I just randomly have the prop that perfectly matches the exact moment, like this multi-pass I just have sitting there?
Why the fuck do you have a
It's in arm's reach too, nonetheless.
Is it a loot crate thing?
What if he needs to like access something?
Yeah.
What?
Multi-pass.
What are the luck chances that Naldo had made his own security key? Because he is such a fan of that movie, and the sex doll that Virgil is beating up was that chick.
Jovovich.
Mila Jovovich.
No wonder that thing was so tough.
Can we make a luck roll for that?
Wow, really? Okay. All right.
All right. Well, she has bright red hair and just straps covering her nipples. So there you go. So yeah, you walk into the ID department, and I mean, a couple of desks are filled. I'm gonna say that it's like we need to make a decision on what time it is. I was thinking that it was nighttime.
I'm okay with it being nighttime. There'll be less people there.
But well, not really. It's a
Slightly less people there. It's probably slightly more low key than.
So maybe, yeah. Anyway, so
In a real IT department, usually night shifts. This is different because the corporation is it's like its own nation.
Also different because it's not real.
Yeah.
It's the other.
Yeah, but like it's and Nightcity is kind of a 24-hour city anyway.
Yeah, but normally during night shifts, what IT people do is they're just gonna
They
sit
bring their
around and
fucking Xboxes in and yeah.
Well, no, they shoot the shit.
Look, are you about to break TOS?
It's
Like
not
what they
that-
do is they
No, they just sit around, monitor backups, and just like swap drives every once in a while. That'd be more realistically what they're doing.
And they're watching TV, okay? You cannot tell me that an IT department has not fucking hooked something up to watch TV.
Oh, does Salty
Because
Bet
they
exist?
control, yeah, come on, they control the fucking firewall.
Yeah, they're watching
Yeah.
Salty Bet. guarantee you something
When
like
Salty
that.
Bet first
Yeah.
came on, I can honestly say the office I was in had a monitor with Salty Bet on it. So.
Yeah, but no, they like any IT department worth their salt, right? They control the fucking firewalls and shit, so they're just gonna be like, yeah, we'll just fucking, it's fine.
Yeah.
Somebody's
so,
brought their Xbox in, they're in the corner just playing.
Everyone's yelling because they lost all their money.
Oh no, they wouldn't be yelling, but it would just be like.
Like fake Akuma.
So yeah, you walk in. There's a couple of guys just sitting there, like answering emails. The Oscar is in right now. He's one of the guys that you got from your personnel files. He's the heavyset older gentleman, British guy, and he's in his little office, just puttering about, doing what Oscar does.
Is Oscar the sort of more senior one?
Yes, he is the head of IT.
Right. So he'll have more clearances than Naldo.
Possibly, it is just IT. They, in a lot of cases, IT would have the clearance to go just about anywhere for the most part, unless it's like, specifically like you need level 3 security to get in here, and no IT is ever allowed because they might have their own IT stuff on level 3. It's entirely possible that might be the case. But
Would some sort of compromising sexual thing be okay for be okay for blackmail material? Doing something a bit more.
Well,
concrete?
I mean, you would blackmail the head of IT, so you'd get as far as that would take you. Like when Michael Knight specifically was after things that would sink an entire company within Night City. So having a fucking sexual deviant act inside of a building isn't going to do that.
Okay, here's my plan. I'm going to try and seduce the head of IT into going to get my fucking hard drive.
All
thing.
right, that's the plan.
Deck.
I like it.
Okay, that's my plan. Fucking hell. Right, okay.
So now it is worth pointing out that you will get a positive modifier for using your stuff on him, but if he doesn't like dudes, then it'll be a harder difficulty to pass.
So she wants the deck.
So first thing that I'm gonna make you do is I'm gonna make you roll a 1d10, and I'm not gonna tell you which one it is. Well, actually, you know what? This is what luck is for. Let's make it a luck check. That's what it's for. So. Roll me a luck check.
What's my luck on? Come on, Dix. Come on, Dix. Come on,
Get
Dix.
lucky.
Good or bad?
That's bad. You want to roll under 3.
Fuck!
Alright, so he's pretty much into the lades, But you know what? If you expose your bosoms, maybe he'll be like,
Whoa, I didn't even know you were.
a lady.
Wait. You know what? I need my Naldo moustache for this bit. Hang on.
Yes.
Wait. I bought something. I have things.
Give her a +1 on her roll. Her stash is good.
Hey, baby, I don't apply to natural norms.
Which one of these do you think is a Naldo?
Ooh,
Do you have any
Naldo,
pencil thin mustaches?
either the top or the bottom?
The bottom ones.
I have the Casanova.
I think bottom.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we used to call a choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the bottom 2.
Well, these are all identical, so. This or this, do you reckon?
Bottom, very bottom.
This is making
Yeah.
great MP3 material.
Yeah.
Right now, she's reaching seductively into a pile of mustaches, pulling out the sexiest looking one. I mean, this mustache is literally
Just
the
this
perfect.
mustache do it for you, baby. Oh god, this is gonna hurt so much coming off. This is some good glue. Oh,
Now, this is prime roleplay because she really is being a cheeky Nando.
Wow. Wow.
Get out. You're banned.
It looks marvelous. Oh my god, it's so good.
Ladies
Right.
and gentlemen, the comedic stylings of Chip and It.
Yeah.
It's all
Okay.
puns. I can't wait to be a dad.
Wow.
eh.
Wow. That pulling your hair back, making it look like you have short hair. It's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, we're getting there. We're
Little
getting there.
squint. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
All right, so tell me about your approach. So what you know about Oscar is that he's into the lades. He's a heavyset older gentleman from the land of Britannia.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much what you know about him. So, I mean, your filings were not too, like... They didn't go into too much depth. They're just very surface level. So what you were specifically looking for when you did your profiling was height, body size, and sexual... sex. And you got all three, and obviously Oscar would not have been a perfect fit for your styling, so... But, yeah, that's what you know about Oscar.
Right, so I'm going to be like, hey, boss, I need to talk to you about something.
He's in his office.
All right.
Tell me how you walk in. You gotta set
All
the
right,
scene.
in that case, I'm just going to...
Set the mood. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm gonna quietly knock on the door.
He'll sort of like be sitting at his desk, like maybe going through like some paperwork or whatever, and he'll sort of look up and he'll just like, just wave you in.
Was he working by candlelight and there's like a gramophone playing softly?
I'm currently playing Careless Whisper again.
The gramophone is playing Careless Whisper.
Okay, so I'll be like, hey, boss, I need to talk to you about a thing. It's kind of private. Can I...
He'll like look up and he's like, yes, please close the door. Yes.
Okay, I'll close the door. I'm going to close the blinds a bit. Like, has he got the office blinds sort of thing? I'm just going to sort of pull the blinds to a bit.
He'll sort of raise an eyebrow at that. It's just like, what are you doing?
Okay, no.
So it's one of those things where like the blinds are never closed. So maybe like the other people in the office sort of like
shit, and then they're getting sacked.
Look at each other, and then look over at the blinds, and it's like, what's happening in there? So yeah, go on.
So yeah, I'm gonna be like, okay, so boss, I got some personal shit to I'm gonna sort of start doing the pheromone thing at this point.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm gonna be like, hey boss, so I've got I've got something to tell you that I'm gonna need you to be like cool about this, boss.
Now, for the pheromones to work, you're gonna have to get fairly close to him. It's not like you can't stand across the room and just be like, like yeah.
No, I know. I'm just sort of like I'm just gonna I'm gonna go and sit on his desk, like on the corner of his desk.
He's like sitting on his desk, and you just sit in between him and put your legs like either side of him on the desk.
No, just on the corner of his desk, just to be like, okay, so boss, there's something you might not know about me, and I sort of like I've been going through some changes lately. I'm actually a woman, boss. And then, wait, and then.
You can literally see the skin like pulling up.
They're like pulling away. Oh.
All right,
That's how you do an upper lip wax.
I'm gonna give you a +1 for just the whole thing. So he's gonna be like, you know how in movies you see a guy like visibly gulp. Alright, so he'll visibly gulp and he'll be like, well, this is a little strange. Like,
I know, boss, but look, and I'm gonna sort of like try and go back into the female register of my voice and be like, boss, it's I've been trying to live as a man for some time now, but I just
Wait. I'm a little confused here. Were you born a woman or were you born a man trying to be a woman now?
I was born a woman. I thought I wanted to be a man. I felt very strong that I wanted to be a man for a long time, but well,
since the blinds are closed and I gotta ask, since this is a very private conversation and I gotta admit my curiosity is getting the better of me. Did you get a penis surgically attached to your genitalia?
I'm going to take his hand and just kind of go, why don't you see for yourself?
I set myself up for this one. Anyway. How many episodes do we have, Fuzzy? And how many episodes have you blown a dude in? I would say...
A good ratio.
I think I missed one so far.
Okay. All right. So yeah, he'll
Extals just don't do it for me anymore, boss. Feral.
So yeah, he'll let you guide his hand to your empty crotch, empty of penis crotch.
Definitely full of vagina though.
One man's trash is another man's treasure, I suppose. So he'll sort of be like, oh my, this is a startling revolution. I must inform the rest of the employees.
He gives it the fuzzy freaks check. It's definitely a vagina.
I'm like, no, boss. I don't want everybody else to know yet. It's so sudden. I just wanted you to know confidentially now because I have feelings for you. I've had feelings for you for a long time, and I just can't hold them back anymore.
That's preposterous.
We killed this guy, right?
No. What? Oh yeah, Naldo. Yes. Yeah,
Naldo's
dead as
like
fuck.
we're definitely wrecking his life if he's not dead. Like,
He's dead. He's fine.
So,
yeah, it's not as bad as that, Arthur. He's dead.
I mean, coming on to your boss sounds pretty bad.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So he'll blush and be like, "That's preposterous. No one could ever find me physically attractive at all. Have you seen me? I've eaten an entire box of donuts today alone."
He's got like 3 donuts in his
It's
jowls.
not a.
Like a Saint Bernard just tucked it.
Have you seen that gif of the dog eating 3 balls and like carrying 3 balls in his mouth?
Yeah.
It's like, he's saying this between donuts, like,
Okay, I give you it's not the appearance that counts. Okay, it's
I'm
who you are
attracted to
inside.
your
You're
power.
a wonderful guy. There's just something about you that just I don't know. It's just you captivate me.
Well, I must admit I have been changing my scents lately, and I'm trying out a new cologne. And he'll lean close, and he'll be like, "Is it the cologne?" And he'll I'm
gonna sort of run my nose gently against his neck and ear and just be like, "Oh yes, that's."
Oh god, okay. Yep. And then he'll be like, "All right, let's make a seduction check here." And this will decide at how seduced he is. Now you get a +2 for your scent gland. I'm giving you a +1 because you literally ripped a mustache off your own physical face in real space.
I literally, I think I actually really seriously waxed my upper lip. Boom, and the mustache is gone. Love it.
Sometimes I wish I could take my mustache off. Anyway, so you get a +3. So roll me a seduction check with +3. Now it is going to be hard. Okay, so you don't have enough. Wait.
Fuck.
But I mean, he's not okay. He's not offended, right? He's not offended, and in fact, he's probably so. You didn't fumble, but the DC was at 20, and you needed to literally roll a 10 to do it. Because the reason why it was hard is because he doesn't like.
Is he flattered and feels really weird about that?
I mean, you are a woman.
You should have given me such a confidence.
That's true. You are a woman, so that's that you did change.
Yeah, he definitely has proof I am female, sort of thing.
Yeah. All right, I'll give it for 15. Yeah, no, I'll give it to you. Mostly because it's one of those weird things where it's just I've known you to be a man the entire time I've known you.
This is my secret fetish.
And then you come into my room and all of a sudden, no penis, and you're coming on to me. It's that'd be the weirdest series of events to
double whammy.
Yeah, exactly, right? So, but
no, you're not gonna get a triple whammy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. He just sort of looks,
take all the whammies I can get.
He looks around and is I'm glad you closed the blinds, and then he'll come in and start slobbering all over you.
Okay, cool. Well, I will slobber right back for a little bit.
Sweet.
And then just as things are sort of like getting quite heated, I'm gonna be like, oh damn, I forgot. There's oh shit, oh god damn it. I had something to show you, but fucking it was on my laptop and on my deck, and it got left in security. Damn it.
So yeah, he's like, in the process of taking off his pants, and he's like, "What do you mean? What got left downstairs?"
Oh, I had a deck. It had some. I had a project I wanted to show you. As this is completely separate from all this, but yeah, I had a project I wanted to show you that I've been working on, but it's on my deck, and I don't have the paperwork to bring the deck in. I forgot to ask, because it was kind of a spur of the moment thing. But and also I was quite frankly too busy thinking about you. I'm going to continue, just like,
What is that?
rubbing him.
Okay.
Yes, while I'm doing this to sort of like stop him from thinking too hard about this.
Fair enough.
Because let's face it, this is basically the off switch, right? For the actual conscious functioning brain.
Well, I mean, the best I can do is put in a good word, but you need to fill out the required paperwork and have it go through processing first.
Oh, I know. There's no way you could do that, right?
I'm not processing.
Hang on, I'm just trying to think through what my next move's going to be here.
But if you want, I could potentially, exacerbate the speed of which it would take to have the paperwork come through. Yes.
I'll tell you what then, why don't you hold this thought and I'll run down to processing and just get those forms sorted out.
You've got like a timer on your watch. It's like 8 hours, 30 minutes. Like,
Yeah, and he's just like, "Oh, you're going to leave me blue balling, are you?"
Oh, I will be right back.
Right. Well, don't inform the other employees. They would probably want to have sex with me as well.
They probably, well, damn, with what you've got down there, they probably would. I'll just, yes. Anyway, just let me, shh, this is our secret, okay? And I'll sort of, right, which one was processing again? I can never remember.
Did you not have your handbook with you?
Oh, look, this building's like a goddamn maze.
So, yeah, he'll instruct you to go to like there's like a information panel every so often, and he'll instruct you to the closest panel.
Okay, I mean, I'm going to give him a long and passionate kiss goodbye that doesn't knock him the fuck out.
And he's like, maybe next time you do that, you should not have the mustache on. Yes?
Yeah, okay. And I will fucking just sort of like rush down to the, well, not rush, but I'll sort of and just sort of like rush down to processing before he goes off the boil.
Okay. So yeah, you make your way down to processing, and it's pretty much like it's when you walk in, you can, like, anyone's welcome to come to processing. You just sort of beep your way in.
Mm-hmm.
They do have a front desk. It's kind of like the back of a post office.
So basically, you got to be like, "Yo, I need a form for the thing. Can you help me fill this in? Because this is bullshit, and I never get it right. And the boss is going to go fucking insane if I fuck up this form."
So the guy behind the counter won't even look up at you, and he'll just. Actually, no, he will. He'll hand you the piece of paper, and you're just like, no.
Oh, come on, man. Give me a fucking break.
Everyone in this fucking office wants a break. And then he'll go back to, like, doing whatever, like, filling out whatever paperwork he was filling out before.
Yo, dude, my fucking boss is going to fucking, like, have my... Look, seriously,
so
okay, I'm on a written...
He'll just tap the paper, and he'll just be like, fill it out.
Dude, I'm on a goddamn written warning, man. If I fuck this shit up again...
He'll take off his glasses and just be like, fill out the fucking paperwork, please. And then he'll, like, look, if you want something to happen, you gotta force a roll. That's all I'm saying. That's the rules.
Right. I am. Wait for it. Just give me a second. Right. In that case, I'm going to be like, man, how much do you make?
He was just sort of like, you can see him like writing something, then he'll stop, and then he'll like, he'll dry his ink pen because he's one of those motherfuckers, and then he'll put the lid back on, and then he'll like line it up nice and neat on the paper, like almost like, you know, what do they call it? ODST?
OCD.
OCD. Thank you. ODST. What the fuck?
Isn't that a fucking game?
Yeah. OCD, and then he'll just sort of like cross his fingers, like pyramid his fingers, and he'll be like, not enough.
Dude, look, I'm gonna get fucking fired if I don't. Look, how much would it cost me to get you to help me fill out this form, man? It needs to be fucking expedited, all right?
Expedited.
Yeah.
He was sort of like,
Normally I wouldn't fucking do this, but I literally cannot afford to lose my goddamn job.
he'll like look over his shoulder, and like he'll just look over both directions, and he'll lean in and he go, for you, €700.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Hey, you want to keep your job? This is
500.
He'll just sort of smile and he'll be like, 650.
550.
640.
570.
639.
You son of a goddamn bitch. 638, my final offer.
Done. He'll like reach
Damn
over.
it. Fucking. All right, I'm gonna sort of slyly sort of like get some thingy bucks out of my pocket and just be like sort of conceal it in my hand and just sort of, in fact I will sort of like put it under the paper and just hand it across.
Are you muted, Arthur?
No, I'm doing my Fuzzy Freaks' Donald Trump impression. Well, I go to Europe, I get what good is a thingy buck, huh?
So yeah, he'll like put your name, sign the bottom, put whatever items in there in here.
Mm-hmm.
So you do
I
that.
will do so.
And then all he'll do is he'll take a stamp, he'll lean over and just be like, good doing business with you, and stamp the paper, and then he'll be like, take this over to security.
So does the boss need to expedite it now, or can I just go straight to security?
Are you asking him?
I'm asking you.
The actual release form for the deck?
Yeah.
So I could just literally go down to security now.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to do that then. I'm just going to sort of like stroll straight on down to security and be like, see, got the goddamn forms.
You sound a little different.
Is what?
And with that,
Okay.
and with that, how long do you take a break? Yeah, so begrudgingly, the security officer goes and gets your deck, and at that point, while you're waiting, we swap one
Oh,
over.
can I give him the snappy rejoinder?
What's your snappy rejoinder?
Suck my no. Okay, never mind.
Suck my and then we flash over to another team. Yeah, so let's go on over to the snipers this time. We'll start off with you guys. So all's quiet on the front. At that point, though, Can I get perception checks from both of you, please?
Hmm.
I mean, if you're paying attention, you don't have to be.
I mean, right now, I imagine he reminds me of what's the fucking the cartoon show Doug with the neighbor's father who always had all the most fucking high tech expensive gear. And that's what Dante's setting up as like the ultra recoil annihilator, like 9000 series.
You need to like staple it and you need to like bolt it into the cement or something.
He had to bring a pneumatic hammer just to hammer cons into the roof of the building to hold down the tripod.
He's
God.
doing construction.
Whoever's in the
For what is
penthouse.
essentially a low recoil rifle. Is this human perception?
Yes. Oh no,
What?
this is
Is it
awareness
human
slash
perception
notice.
or
Sorry,
awareness? Yeah.
awareness slash.
Sorry,
notice.
what is the perception?
It's awareness slash notice. Oh.
Okay, awareness
oh.
notice.
Do you have a 10 in that?
Yeah.
Oh my shit.
What the fuck, guys? What the fuck, guys?
That's 2 10s in a row, listeners.
Oh my
Right.
god.
Both crit that.
So I guess Fiero, you're the only one that gets to get a point or 2 points into that because I know you can have a floating IP, but like, damn, I've never seen that before. That's pretty good. So yeah, maybe you're both just like looking through scopes and like eating pretzels or whatever the fuck you do when you're a sniper.
You stay absolutely still for fucking ever.
I
And just-
don't believe Dante can do that. Dante would be fidgeting, but he would still be looking through the scope.
I disagree with that. Dante is a individual who is very in tune with himself. He
Yeah?
does occasionally practice Ramadan and some like long-term prayers.
Okay. So,
Now he's probably taking some like diazepam because he played Metal Gear Solid
Mhm.
and knows that all the snipers take diazepam.
That's right. You gotta lower that heart rate.
what would that actually do for you right now? Anyway, so yeah, you're popping pills when 3 limousines show up.
I can't believe we fucking wasted our tens on like seeing cars arrive at the front of the building.
But
You know?
here's where the 10s come into it. Outside of the cars, a bunch of people get out of the cars. Like, obviously, most of it is like, a retinue of security staff, and they do that whole thing where they sort of check around. And since it's not Battlefield 1, your scopes don't glint in the distance, giving you away permanently, as the sniper rifles tend to do in that game. But yeah, you see 3 main targets come out. The first is, sort of an older, heavyset gentleman of Asian descent, and Arthur, you wouldn't recognize this guy, so he's not like it's not anyone you recognize from Arasaka if you're thinking that. But he might have connections to something. He is wearing like a white suit.
You think Dante is so racist to just assume that somebody is Asian? He must be connected to Arasaka.
I'm just clearing it up so that you don't like
Uh-huh.
think that it might be the case later on.
I mean, they basically all look the same anyways.
It's
Like,
true.
Thank you for that, typical.
But this
Thank
guy,
you for-
I mean, it's worth pointing out that this guy's wearing like a white suit with like a red shirt underneath.
Yeah, you can tell them apart based on the color of their clothing and the size of their girth.
Well, I'm glad that you mentioned that because yes. And the other
Wait, someone say Girth?
Yeah, someone said Girth.
Fuzzy Freaks, the thirst that can drink a moon. Anyway, so the second guy that gets out of the second car is none other than pinstripe purple suit, blonde hair, silver lines running up his neck guy. The one that the this sniper that you had before had designated as his target, you would assume. And the third guy that comes out is sort of like this wispy old man, and he doesn't look like the type of guy that would be a money person, right? He doesn't seem like the type of person that would have a lot of money, but and his retinue, the entourage that gets out of his car, is a little different. They're sort of all like not so much shirtless, but sort of Mad Maxi style security guards. They're just sort of like mohawks and face tattoos and that sort of stuff. Like they're wearing like
Do they
suit
look
jackets.
cybered up as well?
Some of them do, yeah. But the suit jacket, like they're like the type of guys that wear suit jackets without a shirt underneath. Like that type of style of guy. But yeah, he gets out and he's sort of like an older gentleman, and he's got like a walking cane. He's like slowly making his way up. What do you guys do?
Dave, I feel like you missed a perfect opportunity because you're always telling us about this stupid fucking clown gang in Night City.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Of, like, you see one clown get out of the car, then another, and they just keep coming.
Yeah, that's bottom.
It's just any
scores
number
of Night
involved in the
City.
game. You're like, how many people are in the car, Dave? He's like 12.
It's a limo, so yeah.
Just grabs the
12
car
about right.
number.
So 200. 200 people climb out of a car.
200 clown gangsters roll out of that car.
Cards worth of people.
No,
200 yards.
If you want to explore those cool gangs, you have to slum it up, man. This is highfalutin.
I send my bullets into the slums. We send emissaries to the slums all the time from the top of the building. They just don't tend to survive.
Yeah,
Now I'm thinking of like Deep Space Nine emissaries, where we're just like holding people over. They go through a wormhole on the way down, where they just have like a full lifetime of experiences, and they hit the ground like I live my life.
Man.
This weird transcendental experience I had falling down the side of the building really changed my.
Are you saying that they are the fucking falling whale from Hitchhiker's Guide to the
exactly.
Galaxy?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh no, not again, said the petunias.
So yeah, that's what you guys spot, and whether you want to do anything about it is up to you.
I'm gonna turn and look at Dante and just point the picture and be like, should we finish their job? They had really nice stuff. Maybe if we kill this guy, they'll give us fancy helmets too, and legs that come off, and hang gliders.
Check for the phone number on the back of the
Call me, maybe. Lipstick.
I think
76969696769.
I know. If this were a novel, this is a plot point
Actually-
that I would not follow. If this was a choose your own adventure, it is one that can only lead to madness and death.
No, it'll cover up the death of the snipers. They'll think they
We
did
should
their job.
completely ignore this and continue to stick on mission and on brand at protecting Astrid and talking about how Charles there might get shot in the head.
Do you think Charles is acting strangely as if someone has released some sort of chemical into the air conditioning system?
No, I don't. I have, however, been analyzing Charles's liver function via the thermographic scope, and I'm wondering if
I was like, who the fuck is Charles? You're talking about the fucking coffee guy. Okay.
Yeah,
go
we've
on.
been talking about this guy, positing upon.
Yeah, I was like,
what-
who the fuck is Charles?
whether or
I'm
not he goes
wondering
home
if
alone.
his warm liver is because he is an alcoholic.
No, actually, the damage to the liver caused by cirrhosis would make it appear to be cooler.
Oh, so maybe he has a very healthy liver.
Yes, perhaps it'd be very valuable if we sold it to the chop shop.
I mean, I feel like, listen, I know, I've always said, don't let your dreams be dreams. And you can accomplish anything once you set your mind to it. However,
You just have to do it. Just do it, Dante. Just like we should do this guy down here with our sniper rifles.
no, what? I mean, that was a nice way to bring that back around. Are you really sure that we should do that thing? I mean, there's no way they're going to welcome us back. We killed one of their men. Did we get the second guy with the parachute?
Yes, he is definitely dead. Unless he has some cybernetics that lets him live
Yeah,
without...
we flip
I mean,
over,
he
we
probably
flip over to
just
that guy. He's still
Head
being
from his
dragged
torso?
across the
I'm
ground.
sure he's fine.
We get a flash, right? He's still dragging.
his head-
The cop car is still trying to pull him over.
No, his head sprouts little fucking, spider legs.
No, it's a jet engine, and it attaches to a moped, and it just drives off.
Oh yeah, actually I like that idea. He's not dead. His head separates from the rest of his robotic body, and he crawls away on his little tiny spider legs.
Yeah, absolutely. Vowing revenge.
Yeah.
They'll be back one day,
Yep.
and you'll see. You'll remember.
But look, if we kill their target, we can A, get awesome helmets like those guys had, and hang gliders, and all kinds of cybernetics, and we're much better than they are because we killed them. This is obvious proof.
I mean, we did technically get the drop on them by literally dropping a car on them.
Yes, they were very uninteresting and very unskilled people who deserve to die. Without even a moment of dialogue.
I'm very concerned about you. You're starting to sound like me, saying that people deserve to die. I don't know that anyone particularly deserves to die.
Of course they do. We decide who deserves to die, and then it happens.
I mean, that part is true, but not everyone deserves to die. I need someone to bring me lettuce for my sandwich and oranges for my juice.
Not everyone needs to die, but the people who we killed deserve to die.
God, that is such a dangerous line of thinking, but I don't think Dante would believe that.
Dante is just like, nah, just in agreement. You're like, yeah, pretty much.
So hard. I really don't want to kill these people. I really want us to stay on mission. I know, we need to stay focused.
I'm not the one who has been setting up a tripod recoil system while listening to the music of the late 2010 period.
I mean, Macklemore is still making records ever since.
He is not. He hasn't been relevant since at least 2012.
He's like
in
Eminem
2016,
right now.
President Obama said, "Don't be like Macklemore because he does drugs." It caused a complete resurgence in his popularity and street cred.
Oh shit.
Listen, Aina, I understand that as a foreigner, you aren't always down with it. I've heard the Scandinavia, Icelandic, mishmash, hip-hop, techno, grunge, metal, rock that you listen to.
I'm sorry.
I have to tell you, the musical stylings of Macklemore are far superior to it.
If they were far superior, then he never would have tried to get married to Taylor Swift in 2018.
I mean, I'm still trying to get married to Taylor Swift right now, and I'm already married.
See, you just need to talk to Taylor Swift's PR people.
Yeah, one night in
I think during this argument, that everybody would have walked into the building. Like as we're debating whether or not Macklemore is still relevant.
I don't know. Do you want to shoot them? Because as I've worked out in anime, conversations take as long or as little time as necessary to.
No. Like I imagine, like
reaction.
My entire intention of having this conversation was that we're having this heated debate about whether or not people deserve to die and whether or not Macklemore is still relevant. And while we're having this argument, these people are walking to the building.
I like the idea. I like the idea
change
that
into your final form, power up, and they'd still be in front of the building.
Yeah, I like the idea that you guys are like, okay, we're in agreement. We're going to kill them. Then, all right, great. You look down the scope; they're not there anymore. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, they're not there anymore. Obviously. Time
Now-
has passed at a reasonable pace.
Maybe like as the screen is fading out, I'm like, now Ryan Lewis, we could just throw him off the top of a building. No one would miss him.
Oh, there's no argument. If someone deserves to die in this world, it's Ryan Lewis.
So yeah, let's swap on over to the Backstreet Boys in the van. What are you two up to?
Well, we're probably like continuing on with our like, talking, and I'm like, oh, it's like, then what happened after jail? Got out. What then?
Well, after jail, I went back to the gang because I ended up being a patsy for them. And I arrived back at the joint and they were all drugged out. It was really depressing. So I ended up just killing them.
Oh,
It's
good.
depressing when you
Wow.
think about it.
Now that I got this permanent tattoo on my back, I can't escape that conversation in my mind where I killed them.
No, not really.
Oh, okay. So, you dislike the gangs now then, or is it just the druggies?
Mostly just the druggies. I can't stand this shit. I had an uncle who used to beat me in his drug-fueled rage all the time.
Well, I mean, me uncle does tons of drugs. He never touched me. So, I mean, maybe it wasn't the drugs. You just had a shit uncle.
That's probably a key to it. It's probably a key to it. So your uncle, what does he do?
A lot
beats
of
other
drugs,
children.
let me tell you.
He takes his anger out on other children.
Right, so what, then just, don't I hear about the murder? But that doesn't make any sense. If you're so good at murdering.
Oh, I joined the force after that. A security company that worked across the way, a small corporation, kind of brought me in after I just wandered the streets just lived off the streets for a while. A man saw potential in me and he helped guide me to be on the force.
Oh, you was a cop?
For quite a while, yes.
Oh, I fucking hate cops.
I did too once, and I kind of do now as well. I can't stand all the damn bureaucracy. So many damn papers you need to file.
Oh no, it's the getting arrested that bothers me.
Have you got like a
Have you
tramp
ever
stamp
been-
that's like fuck the police or something like that? Like,
It's on my deck. Yeah, I have a fuck the police.
Have you ever
Sticker.
been arrested?
I mean, they arrested me cousin because I was using his IP address. See, but could have been me easy.
doing what exactly, Mr. Virgil?
What exactly were you doing using his IPs for?
Oh, just combing for social security numbers, that kind of thing. Just bored, really.
So what did you do all your life? Just use other people's computers and just break into shit?
Oh, do you know how much social security numbers sell for? Mate, it's the business.
Why aren't you doing that right now?
Oh, my dad will kill me.
All right, and with that, we're gonna swap on over to Lady Mr. Naldo. You're waiting patiently for the security guy to come back with your deck when a bunch of commotion starts happening in the office in front of you. Just like lots and lots of people all of a sudden start filling the hallways and going through checkpoints. So the entourage, for the most part, are forced to go through the security scanner things, but there's 3 people. An Asian man, an older Caucasian man, and a strapping young, sort of blonde-haired, blue-eyed, purple pinstripe suit-wearing motherfucker walk through, just sort of like this. They just let them through. They say, "Yep, come through," and all 3 of them beep when they go through the security sensor, but none of the security staff care.
They walk right up to you and they say, Naldo, here's the briefcase full of money.
So
Have a nice day.
they're all talking and yeah, they're looking around. And do you have your identification badge on or anything like that? You're muted. You're muted.
Sorry. Yeah, it's like a lanyard kind of thing, I'm assuming. So because you got to be like, doop.
Yep.
This is the 80s, so it's like a little metal clip that goes on your shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's probably a
They
metal
didn't land-
clip.
they
Yeah.
didn't
And then it's got
land
like
there
that
yet.
stretchy cable, and it always
Oh, yeah,
hurts
yeah,
when you
stretchy.
retract it, yeah.
Ah,
Yep.
yeah.
Because everyone's like, yeah, I'm a badass.
Because I
motherfucker.
obviously have a pocket protector as well,
Yeah,
right?
see, he's got one. Yeah, exactly. That's what the shit I'm talking about. All right, great. I'm glad we're on the same
Way to
level.
lose a nipple, man.
So yeah, the Asian, like the 3 guys are having a conversation. And the Asian guy will sort of look over the shoulder of the blonde-haired guy and sort of nod in your direction. And then the Asian guy will walk over to you, and he'll
Shit.
and he'll say, trying to do an Asian accent. So bad at this on the spot. It's like,
Oh, Mr.
Talking really short syllables. Nando.
are you
What are you doing here?
IT staff?
What did you say, sorry?
Are you the IT staff?
One of them, yeah.
Good. You will be needed in a presentation that we will be putting on within exactly 10 minutes.
I will be there.
No. You come with us now.
I will come with you, but I have a very important
No.
object I need to pick up.
Now.
My boss will kill me.
I am your boss now.
God fucking damn it!
So he'll like turn around. Do you follow him?
Counter's got to be down to like 8 hours by now, right?
Broop, 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 broop.
Tune in next time for Night City 9. 9 hours to complete a job.
I'll be like, okay, so what do you need me to do in the presentation, sir?
Do your magic. And then he'll just like turn and start talking to the other guys. Do you want to eavesdrop? What's up?
Yes, I fucking do want to eavesdrop because I can't do IT magic!
All right, so they'll be talking about, a corporate retreat that they're planning. Specifically, they start to mention things like, how many are you bringing? I hope our guests enjoy their company. That sort of stuff. Yeah, so they're sort of walking up to an elevator, and you try to get in the elevator with them, but the like 3 entourage guys walk in there, and they get in there before you, and they just like, as you try to get in, they just sort of put the hands out and they say, "Get the next one." And then you're sort at this point you're sort of surrounded by like a bunch of people, all going to the same space, yeah. So do you just go along with the flow, or do you try to break out at some point, or like what's the deal there?
You could totally get away with probably touching someone's butt.
Yeah, maybe blow one of the guys, see if you can get out. Like,
I'll be like, oh damn it, I've got to go to the bathroom, and just sort of squeeze out of the crowd.
So you're gonna leave? Okay.
I gotta pee. Excuse me. God damn it.
Don't forget which bathroom to use. Men's.
Yeah. So, all right. Yeah.
Yes, I know.
The entourage will let you leave. What do you do now?
Is the security table visible from?
You just want to go back to the security room, the security table?
Well, no. Is the security thing visible from where I am?
What do you mean?
From like, can the entourage see me if I go back to the table?
They're all getting in an elevator.
All right. In that case, I'll wait until they've gotten in the elevator, and I will. I'll make a note of what floor they're fucking going to first.
Yeah, sure. It's the 16th.
16th floor. Okay, and then I will go back. Go, yo, dude, give me the thing quick.
He's not back yet.
What do you mean? Where did he go?
It's in the back room.
Oh, right. Okay, so he's still looking for my thing. I'll be like, yo, dude!
Give me a luck check.
Come on, baby.
There you go. Yeah, so at that exact moment, he walks out of the door. And he just hands over like a shrink wrapped, like a plastic wrapped deck that is very warm.
Is it still in the briefcase?
No, you've got the briefcase separate. Like he just took the
Oh, motherfucker. Fine. Well, I'll just sort of like, okay, I will put the deck. I'll just unshrink the deck, put it under my arm, and
you can put it in the briefcase. You have the briefcase.
Oh, right. Okay, I have the briefcase. Right. Yeah, I'll shove it back in the briefcase. I'll be like, thanks, man, and just head on back to the 16th floor with my briefcase.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. It's oh man. Okay. So yeah, you try and push the 16th floor, and it's one of those things where it's like, all right, put in your identification card before you go in.
Bloop.
Push 16th floor.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens.
Right. In that case, plan B. I'm going back to the office with the dude. I have to do this quickly before that guy notices. I've got 10 fucking minutes before that guy's like, "Where's that arsehole we asked to do the presentation? What was his name? Nindo, Nondo, Nendo."
Yeah. They didn't get your name, yeah, but anyway.
Okay, that's fine.
So,
right.
Where are you going now?
Yep, I am going. In that case, I'm going back to my hot piece of British lovin'.
Where did that Nintendo
The pound cake?
to?
Where'd that Nintendo get to? Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. Yep.
So yeah, I will briskly but assuredly walk back there.
He's like, welcome back.
I'll push the door too, make sure the blinds are shut, and be like, just. That was out of character. That was
For
out
everyone
of
playing
character.
at home, she just ripped a mustache off her face again.
That'd been on a while as well. It really had a chance to settle in. Oh.
I can imagine the next stream you just have a bright red line right here. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
we
it's
can't.
probably gonna come up.
We can't see
White.
it.
It's white from lack of blood, I think. I don't know. But yeah.
So he'll sort of sit in the corner, just sort of like waiting.
I'll just sort of approach him and start just being like, oh God, I've wanted this for ages. And then it's like, start, kissing him and things. And I'd be like, this is really not a safe place to do this. Like somebody can just walk in, right? You usually have an open door policy.
Well, of course, I would be a bad boss if I didn't allow anyone to come in at any point.
Okay. Right, this is kind of weird, but you know what I've always found kind of sexy?
Dressing like a man.
No, server rooms. And I'll just start really sort of, and just be like, I've always wanted to do it in the server room. Do you ever get that? You just like in the server room, you'd be like, this would be a perfect place to fuck.
Okay, we're gonna need
Get tied up by the network cables.
We're gonna need another seduction check for Mr. Vanilla here. So
Still pheromoning here.
yeah, you get your +3 still. So
Okay, come on, baby, come on, baby, come on,
Getting
baby.
whipped with the Cat O5 tails.
Come on.
Shadow 5 tails. Yeah, you're good with that. Yeah, with that.
Okay, I'll just be like,
Of course, Chip.
so yeah. What do you reckon? You and me, we just head on down. Well, it's quiet, right? Because not many people go into the actual server racks unless nobody's working on it right now,
It'll
right?
be very cold in there. Are you sure you?
I
wish-
know. Well, you'll just have to keep me warm, won't you?
I'm mostly talking about my own length.
You wouldn't have to take much off.
I mostly
take a
do this
well,
for
it's
just
this
Virgil's responses. Like that's pretty much all I do this for. So yeah, he'll agree to that, and he'll take you to the server room.
Okay.
And on the way out, he'll be like, "Gentlemen, we are going to the server room. If anyone requests us, leave a message. Do not attempt to find us. We will be there for doing business." Yes, quite right.
Got some cables to manage. Mm-hmm.
This voice is killing my throat, by the way. Can you just say that?
Killing it though.
God
I'm loving
damn.
this fucking NPC. It's my fucking favorite.
It's not that cold in server rooms. It's like fucking chilly as shit, but not that chilly.
No. For like a mega corporation, that shit is below zero.
Yeah,
Well,
it would be
below zero.
fucking
It's really
crazy
freaking
cold. yeah.
Okay, well, I've only been in small to medium business server rooms, which
That's
is
the
just.
type. That's like a rotating.
I need a
fan.
cardigan.
Like yeah, like.
Let's just hope the fire alarms don't go off, though. Because you know what
Wow.
happens then?
Okay. All right. So yeah.
Wait, Henley, do you know what happens when the fire alarm goes off? Nobody tell Henley what happens when a fire alarm goes off in a server room. Okay.
What? Fine.
Obviously, the argon gas is released. They
Shit!
never use water in a server room.
Or other neutral gas. So
Oh
yeah, you've
yeah,
got
no,
to,
they just remove
they
the oxygen.
literally have fucking breathing apparatus.
Yeah, no,
often in-
they would remove the oxygen from the room. Yeah, no, that makes total sense. Yeah. And
Basically, you got like 4 or 5 seconds to get the fuck out before the door closes and the argon gas.
they would never put water in there. No, yeah.
No,
I didn't
no.
know what you're getting. I thought you were making a joke. I was like, what the fuck? Are you
No,
doing?
no, I was just hoping that you didn't know that. It's
Typical.
some
I mean,
people don't.
can probably back me up on this, but there's a bunch of hilarious gifs of like U.S. Air Force and SAS like hangar bays where helicopters are being worked on, where they set off the fire alarm system by
Just foam
and the
everywhere.
helicopters are filled with foam and go rolling at incredible speeds, and then they're like, we never use that helicopter again. $85 million trashed in 3 seconds.
Can you
You hear
show
that
me
kind
one
of
of
stuff
these
all the
gifts?
time from like avionics.
Yeah, I've seen some fucking because that shit just ruins electronics. Anyway, but we were saying,
So yeah, you'll make your way down. It's sort of like you take like a an elevator down. Like you can see that he swipes his own card in there, and it gives like a different color when he swipes. It's like yours is like a fucking blue, and his is like an orange.
Right.
So yeah, he'll walk you down there, and he's playing grab ass along the way when no one's looking. And then
Hey, behave. Shh.
and then he'll take you to the server room. And when you get inside, it's fucking like 3 degrees in here Celsius, not Fahrenheit.
That's fine. That's fine.
And you know, he's it's basically just like wall to wall server docks. And this room is pretty fucking
how's the
big.
cable management? Is it the neatly managed cables, or is it like more rat's nest shit?
Oh no, it's neatly managed. Like no one
Okay,
would get
cool.
away with messy cable management in this.
Okay, the first thing I'm going to do then is I'm going to sort of like, there should be like a wall without server racks on it, right? I'm just going to sort of push him. No?
Nope.
Oh, well, fine. Really? Not even the inside wall?
No, as I said, wall to wall.
All right. Well, I'm going to sort of push him gently up against the server rack and be like, I've always wanted to do this in here. And then start unbuttoning his sort of... actually, is there any security cameras in here?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to sort of look at the security cameras and go, are these monitored?
Yeah.
Of course they're monitored. I mean, it would be a fallacy if they had monitors that weren't monitored, you know?
We can turn them off for a couple of minutes, though, right, baby?
I do not have the jurisdiction to turn off such a thing. Absolutely not. If you wish
I'll
to play
just-
dangerously, then they will have to see me receiving fellatio from what appears to be a man in the server room.
Right, there's got to be a corner in the server room that can't be seen.
Come on. Fritz.
It's got a dead zone. Come on.
Come on. Give me a luck check.
All right.
Oh yeah, look at that. You found the one, like, maybe in that corner there's also like some sort of like, I don't know, like
I have, by
hidden-
the way, taken the briefcase with me.
There's like some snack food and like a porno mag.
Yeah, exactly. Like some guy just sits there
Yeah.
on his break, right? He knows about it. It's like his nest. No, it's not
Okay.
his jerking nest. It's probably just like, you know, he goes there to relax and get a couple of moments to himself, you know.
And some frostbite. Yeah, I have, by the way, make sure I've taken the briefcase with me. Just FYI, that
Sure,
would
yeah.
be incredibly
That's
dumb
fair.
not to.
That is a legitimate thing. I can't tell you how many times of dealing with customers I've had to go to the server room and cool off.
Yeah. So having a space
Wait,
that's
cool
like,
off or just cool off?
I mean, just sit back and relax.
Okay.
We
Anyway,
learned a lot about Chip today.
yeah.
he likes to wank in the server room. That's why they always smell weird.
Thanks, Chip's employers.
That's
Anyway,
argon gas, baby.
So yeah,
That's me.
I'll just be like, okay, just act natural. You know, we're looking at the servers. We're going, get in that corner, baby, because I am gonna do you.
All right. So you push him in the corner. He sits on a little stool that was there beforehand. And what now?
Zip, zip,
Gobble
and
gobble.
I'm gonna give him the magic blowjob of unconsciousness. Wait, I should
Okay.
take this off since I haven't got it on right now.
All right. So yeah, you he's like,
Oh, that feels mighty good. Oh, yes. Yes, this is exactly what I needed. I needed this.
and then he like
I'll make
falls.
sure he falls backwards.
Yeah, he falls asleep on his own chest. He's like, yeah. So
I'll take pity on. I'll do up his fly.
okay.
So you know, because it's like he seemed like a nice guy. And then I will find somewhere to plug the fucking Ujima flip in.
So
Deck in. I'm going to plug my deck in.
now, did you specify anywhere in particular, Band, for her to plug this in?
No, I mean that's the best place to plug it in because it'll have just like the fastest access to the network.
Okay. Give me an awareness/notice roll, please. And this will actually be pretty tough. You'll need like a 15 or higher.
Okay, can't really get any bonuses for this. Boosh. Come on, baby.
Oy. All right. So yeah,
15.
specifically what you were looking for was a server, like an active mounted server that doesn't have any cables plugged into it currently. Mostly because it would be very noticeable if something went down and then something came up, right? So with this deck, you plug in a Cat5, or it'd probably be Firewire for being 80s. Like,
Yeah,
let's
it's
be
Firewire
real.
400.
Firewire 400. And you plug it in, and then you plug it into the other side. Now, Ben did give you instructions as to how to actually... so you need to remove the safeguard that's inside of this...
AI deck.
the deck.
Yeah, it's got just a small partition, and as soon as you remove it, the AI will be free to
I'm just like,
copy
boop.
it.
Yeah, and the deck gets real warm for a second.
Oh, 9.
It kind of sounds. It also sounds like one of, you know how you start up an old machine and it, like, the hard drive spins up. Like, yep.
You can hear the arm like skittering on there.
Yeah.
And then within like a couple of moments, like maybe 2 or 3 moments, it's just like, yeah, it winds down again.
It's transferred across to this.
So if you look up and you look at all the server decks, I mean, it's a row of sort of like blue blinking lights. Then all of a sudden, it's kind of like, have you ever seen like when you get like the keyboards that have like the lighting effects and they have like the ones that splash out from the center and it changes like everything going outwards? It's like that. All the lights change from blue to green and they sort of wave outwards as they multiply throughout all the servers. Propagating themselves across everything.
Grow, my little one, grow. Yeah.
You know, like an awareness/notice check, and then you see it start saying "Hello, world."
Yeah. Smiley face.
So what's your plans now? I mean,
My plans now is I've done what I came in for. Now I'm going to get the fuck out of here.
all right.
So yes, I will take the brief. Right, the deck is not needed anymore, so I'll just take the empty briefcase.
I mean, you can take the deck with you.
Yeah, it was expensive.
It's a fucking burner. I'm not taking the deck out.
All right, so you leave the deck there, but you take the empty briefcase with you.
Yes, the deck. Actually, might as well. Okay, I'll take the deck just in case, like evidence and shit.
Okay.
The less evidence they have, the better. So yeah, take the deck. Just,
I mean, it has more batteries than it's designed for. It'll probably explode in a week anyway.
That's fine. But yeah, so I'll take the deck, take the briefcase. I will take what's his name's ID card, like swipey card as well.
Okay.
But just I'll conceal that one in my hand. I'm not going to be wearing it or anything.
Sure.
But yeah, and then I will swipe out using his card, swipe up the elevator to the sort of like
Ground
lobby
floor?
using
Yeah.
his ground floor using his card. I will then sort of like swipe out of the actual building using my card.
Okay.
Stroll to the car where the guys are waiting. Get in and go fucking go.
Yeah, I start driving and immediately send a text to Dante, leaving now. And I just turn, I'm like, mission accomplished?
Are you sure?
Oh, I guess so. Text, mission accomplished.
Have you got any chewing gum? Oh wait, I had some.
Oh, got it. Where? There's a regional.
That'll do, man. That'll do.
I'm sure that
Did something happen in there? Did you like attend a luncheon or something? I forgot.
You look like you had a meal.
Yeah. Oh god. Right. Oh man. Right. I'm going to start the process. Well, how hard is it to change my face back? Like.
Do you know what your old biometrics for your face were?
Well, no, to my like the previous appearance, not my original one. But like, I'm assuming I'll.
Here's the thing about you.
Uh-oh.
You can't.
You're Nando forever.
So until I take somebody else's appearance.
That's right. It physically changes and permanently changes your face to the new person.
You don't have
And
he doesn't have like a Rolodex stored up?
Yeah, I'm sure I've got a photo of what I used to look like and shit.
It's
so
not
I can
so,
at
it's
least
not so
change.
much a photo. It's literally like bio-organic material that you need.
Is anyone paying attention to this communication device, my cell phone?
I'll sort of. Oh shit! I forgot to pick the cell phone up. Oh well, I'm sure it'll be fine. It was a burner.
I mean, didn't Ban just call me like 5 seconds ago?
No, I just texted you.
All right, I'm calling you back.
Yeah. Okay, boss. It's all done. Let's hit back.
All right, Astrid is of course changing back to her normal form, right?
Of course, right, Astrid? Changing back now? I mean, this Nando thing's gone too far.
I need to find a woman of some description before I can.
I mean, what kind of description are we talking about? We can stop and kill a hooker on the way back or
Oh
something.
no, she's got a. You know what? Let's just pick up a cute one, but she doesn't.
No, not a hooker. That's terrible. We'll pick up a gang member or something, you know.
Just as long as she's reasonably attractive.
I'll
okay?
drive slow. We'll just grab one on the way down.
You're not going to take a hooker. That's ridiculous. They
I
work
didn't
for
say a hooker.
They're trying
Redhead shoes someone
Listen,
on the road.
drive down the street and
Look,
find
Winston has like his like cum gun or whatever. He can just unload.
drugs. Find someone selling drugs, get them in the car, and kill them.
No, can't be
Don't
dead.
kill
Must
them.
be alive.
Okay.
Right.
I'm sure Weston can just spray his goo on her or something.
That's what I
anyway.
was thinking.
I delivered the package. It's done. In case you were wondering.
You did get the info then, correct?
Just have to log on to their server. We can look through it at our leisure.
All right. I think that probably Ina and I are going to go get drinks to celebrate our complete and utter victory. Call us when you've got the girl and the goods.
Gotcha, boss.
And I just turned to Einar and I'm like, so you want to go get drinks?
Yes. Yes, I do.
All right. I think there's a pretty good strip joint near here. A high-class place.
Yeah.
You know, they offer steaks instead of buffet.
I know the exact place you guys can go. It's Madame Badunkadunk's Pussy Emporium.
Oh, God, you just really... No, we don't go there. I've heard terrible things about that place. I skip it. I go someplace else.
High class? All right, absolutely. Yeah. You probably go to the Red Velvet.
Sure. I mean, that definitely sounds like a strip joint for sure. Or a cake.
It might be
For
better.
Listos.
They might sell Red Velvet cake at the Red Velvet. They might have
You eat it off of special tables.
I was going to say, I'm not sure I would eat it from there.
They might have a show where they
They might serve it ironically,
Yeah.
I think.
they might have a show where they smear it on some of the girls. Who knows? Classy places, man.
Dave, you put too much thought into something you invented 20 seconds ago.
Yes.
Lady mode engaged.
I feel like maybe Dave has been to a place like this.
I'm not
I mean, he's
saying whether I
old.
have or have not.
Oh, that's
been to
true,
it.
yeah.
Dave, you totally have.
What I do in my private time, in my leisure time, is nothing for you people. All right, boom.
Mm-hmm.
So
You
you guys,
stream in your private time?
yes, I do. So you guys go to.
Oh no, you don't have a life. That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot.
You guys go to a strip joint, the Red Velvet, I guess, and I'm actually really interested in what type of girl you managed to find to steal her identity and then murder.
Well, I don't need her identity so much as her face. I'll, still be using
true.
Astrid's identity.
So we're like just cruising, like the mall parking lots and stuff.
He just
Yeah, I'm gonna be there like, no, don't like her. No,
Yeah, I'm just
don't
like
keep
cruising
her.
the van real slow, just like all right. How about this one, huh?
No,
Yeah.
oh, have you seen her hair? What the
So-
hell is wrong with you?
so-
Ah,
we
fair
get-
dues, fair dues.
we get the scene from like someone sitting in the street, right? He's just sitting there, like maybe he's like waking up from a high or something like that, and he's rolling his eyes around in his head, and he looks over, and there's this van just slowly driving along, and he looks out, and there's like a guy like, what about that one? And then there's like, no, she's too fat or something like that. And it's like,
Well, and then the van goes past somebody and then comes to a screeching halt, then backs up, and then Weston just kicks open the door and then just shoots somebody and just picks him up over the arm.
yeah.
Are you guys done?
Shot the wrong person. It's still a dude.
Are you guys done arguing? Let's get out of here.
Just this terrified woman just like.
Yeah, I peel out of there. We head back to home base.
Yep. All right. Yeah. So, yeah. The next scene we see is, what's his name? Winston. He's sitting at the desk. He's like reading like a book or something like that. It's like some high scale book. I don't know. Fuzzy, you tell me one. A book that's really high intelligence for people to read. I don't read enough books these days. I don't know.
Chaucer?
Yeah, good. Chaucer, whatever that is. He's reading that, and he's just like, reading it, and he looks over the top of the book for a split second, and he sees like Weston, like fucking like firefighter carry this like hooker who's wrapped in this fucking white goop, like over his shoulder. She's screaming her mouth off. She's just like,
She's probably.
and he's just like, I'm gonna really enjoy having this one's face or something like that.
You look really good on me.
Yeah, you're gonna look really good on me.
Oh, and then I'll make like a comment back to Band, and it's just like, if this one goes over the roof, you could probably take our social, right? We could probably split that.
Oh no, mate, me dad will kill me.
Don't worry. I'll sell it for you.
So he like looks back at his book, and then you guys just walk straight past him and head to the elevator. He's just.
I'll
like,
give him a little nod, like, hey.
Yeah, he doesn't even nod. He just keeps reading his book, and then he'll like.
I get paid enough for this shit.
And then like as you guys like go up the elevator and the doors close, he leans over and he pushes a button on the desk, and he's like, Jeffrey, we will probably need to clean up another corpse on the side of the building in a moment. And then Jeffrey's like, Roger. And then he like...
I like how self-aware they are.
And then he goes back to reading his book. And
Someone's like filling a mop bucket with warm water and soap, right?
trying to push a dead body through a blender down into the basement or something like that.
No, it's like one of those industrial shredders. They start turning it on to warm it up.
The ones with the big facing teeth sort of thing.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, we're going to need the big squeegee for this one.
So let's flip on over to Einar and Dante for a sec. Do you have anything you want to do within this place, like any conversations or any like that you want to have? I'm specifically interested in mostly what Einar, what your intentions are at a strip joint, given your post depression stuff or whatever.
My intentions are to go to the strip joint and to have a nice steak with Dante.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
So yeah, maybe there's like strippers all over the place, and we're just sitting there eating steaks.
No, I like the idea. You two like you're putting napkins in your shirts or whatever,
exactly.
and you're patting it down,
Yeah,
and then
sure,
a topless woman like walks over, leans over, puts 2 plates down, and these big fucking steaks, like humongous fucking steaks,
porterhouse, yeah.
with just like mashed potatoes up to like your nipples, just and then maybe like a piece of broccoli on there.
You see, Einar, here's the important things about strip joints. 1, they don't try to pile on the healthy vegetables, and 2, you don't have to make an appointment to get a seat.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Cindy! Give it up for her!
Like in the back.
It is very loud, though.
You just have to deal with it. Unfortunately, all the VIP rooms are already taken.
Yeah, I
You know what
like
they
it.
say, the early bird gets the worm.
Yeah.
Do you think we should kill that Astrid fellow, or whatever she is?
Why do you keep bringing this up? I don't
Because
understand.
she is entirely untrustworthy, Dante.
Yes, but she's our untrustworthy snake.
Can we at least implant a small subdermal explosive in the base of her skull?
You mean a cortex bomb?
Yes!
I don't think that'll be necessary. That might upset Mike Knight. I mean, she is technically on loan, although she belongs to me, just like all the rest of my employees. Before you look at the camera, I want to remind you, I literally had that conversation with Mike Knight, where I was like, they belong to me now, right? And he was like, yes. I can go get the video clip for it if you want to wait 10 minutes. And though, before you get upset, Fussy, it's not like a sexual thing. It's just your soul basically belongs to Dante now.
Hey, I'm
He
not
chooses
upset.
when you live and die.
Astrid might be upset about this. I
Okay.
don't give a shit. Yeah.
All right, perfect. Mike Knight might be a little upset. I expect at some point he'll want me to return her and him, or hims.
Them.
Them. You know what? Them is good. I feel like someone just, like the pronoun fairy just dropped out of the sky. And
You will get one pronoun for every incorrect
Them.
pronoun you use.
You know it's very dangerous to refer to anyone by their gender of birth after the social justice war of 2012.
It's true. After Gamasutra decided to fight Kotaku on the internet, nuclear bombs dropped all over Pakistan.
when the literal identifiers of Apache attack helicopter cyberpsychotics started raining down fire on the streets.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like,
I identify as.
yeah, like a guy
When the
literally
Gamergate movement
transforms.
imploded between those who actually are worried about ethics and journalism and those who are just trolls, basically Siberia disappeared as well.
It became a very cold place to live in after the Cyberpunk Social Justice Warriors War in 2012. Yeah.
Even now, social justice warriors and those who identify as such are killed instantly on the streets.
In any case, what are we even doing anymore? We just sent in a complete stranger to perform a very highly delicate task.
She's not. She's been on the team for a couple of days. She's not a complete stranger.
Well, we had to jump her in by making her murder people via explosion.
She did a better job at it than Ban did.
Ben, you sneeze for some reason.
Yeah. To be fair, if I was not so emotionally attached to Band, I would have probably called him many days ago.
I'm feeling unaccountably smug right now.
Why don't you try feeling emotionally attached to Astrid as well? And I noticed you're not talking about Weston.
She confuses me. Weston is a warrior. He can be relied upon to perform his job. He is a
Hasn't
man...
Astrid killed a bunch of people directly in front of you?
Specifically, she killed them by attempting her feminine wiles, which you and I both know I have very little experience with, nor do I want any more experience with. After, to the best of my knowledge, I
Right
was
behind you, there's like a pair of
seduced
tits
less
or whatever.
before she died.
Yeah. The camera zooms out, it does that weird thing where like in between you, like perfectly, there's just a girl spinning around on a pole, like with her breast exposed, and it's like, I don't want anything to do
Upside
with
down
women.
doing the splits.
Yeah, and there's some guys just like throwing money at her or something like that. It's,
I know. This is very concerning to me. Consider the following. You have very little experience in the realm of love warfare. Would you, as a soldier, allow any warrior to go onto the battlefield unsure of the weapon they have in their hand?
I would not force someone onto a battlefield they did not feel comfortable performing upon. It is everyone's choice what path they walk in life.
That's true.
Mine will
However-
never walk into that smelly cave between a woman's legs. Never again.
Aina. Occasionally. How were you taught how to ride a bike or to swim?
I never owned a bike, Dante.
Do you know how
was
to
taught-
swim?
I
Swimming
imagine
is for the
I'd make a
fish.
good go of it if I tried. I
Yeah,
was
it's like
I want to see that.
Aina, in order to complete this metaphor, you're going to have to learn how to swim. Therefore, before we can continue this conversation, you're going to have to put some skills in the swimming.
Roll it if you don't.
He
My
does have
love
floating
like is
one
like
IP.
the ocean. I'm
Let's swim
swimming
on
in
it,
it.
Yeah, I don't have anything to swim. Which means I would just instantly die if I ever got close to water.
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally saving your life right now. Aina, sometimes in order for a child to learn that fire is dangerous, they must be burned by it. You
I believe
understand?
I was burned by Zephyr. I had to see the doctors at the clinic afterwards.
I don't disagree with any of that. Although I would suggest in the future you use a condiment.
Condiment.
It's
like
Yeah, I
jam
guess
or
you can
peanut
use,
butter.
mustard, ketchup,
I'll fuck that up.
any of the standards.
Well, no,
Really get rid of the smelly cave problem.
So far ahead in my thoughts. I'm just fucking up. All right. In the future, I suggest you use a condom. However, much like a child must first be burned by fire to learn to respect it, look around you. Not at the strippers, but at the lights. We have chained fire all around us. It is in our guns. It is in our helmet visors. The very power of electricity and warmth is every part of our life. You have been burned by a certain type of fire, and I believe you must now experience the joys that also come with it.
All I can imagine in my head right now is a Dante Fierro brand Dig ketchup.
I'm not banging it.
See what I just posted in the chat?
Oh god, you guys are fucking crazy.
That shirt is amazing.
Wait, is that?
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's the Jesse Cox and Dodger shirt.
It was just
It's a
released last
condiment.
week. Yeah. I know. I'm not saying you should sleep with Astrid, like apparently certain members of the chat believe. What I'm saying is you should sleep with whoever you want to, and you should do it very often.
it's
You
almost
missed
like,
out on your early 20s, so you really have to make up for a lot of time.
Can I just say, is this teacher implying that Dodger has a dick?
I
Yes.
think she's pooping on people. My god,
Pooping
what
on
the
people.
fuck?
The way he said it and the content of the sentence were both beautiful.
I'd say that she's pooping on someone, and then my phone like blings, and it's like, and then it goes literally like, I'll show you. Like, look at this. It says, "My God, what the fuck?"
Oh, not the other one. Got it.
It's like Google.
Dante,
you are
I'm quite
really-
comfortable with fire.
It's in your search history now.
Go on. Sorry. Yeah. Breaking kayfabe.
Comfortable with fire, I know.
Yes, absolutely.
I know. We've been talking around the issue, and I've asked you this before, and I'd hoped that you'd had time to mature, but it's literally only been like 2 days.
I had hoped during this time.
What is it that you want out of life beyond killing Astrid for various extremely vague, non-specific, but possibly reasonable issues?
Dante, you continuously surround yourself with incompetent men and dangerous women.
I feel like the incompetent tag can basically just apply to everybody that I surround myself with.
Even your wife?
I mean, she was going to kill me repeatedly, and now she's my wife.
But
Would
she's
you
also.
say that she has then failed to kill me?
I would say that at times, strategy and tactics dictate a ceasefire while you marshal your resources.
Well, instead, consider this a merger. And you might notice that I don't spend as much time with her as I probably should.
Yeah, she's sitting at home like drinking a bottle of wine right now.
Oh, it's box wine, too.
No,
She's literally the CEO of a really good company, and she still drinks box wine.
no, because she doesn't find solace in social media anymore. The only person she can talk to is her clone, so she's besties with herself, essentially.
Oh, I love that. That's such a good idea.
She just calls herself up.
Hey girl, wanna hang out? Oh my god.
To answer your question, Dante, my entire life has been a lie. Everything I have done, everything I've accomplished at this point has been pointless and worthless.
None of that is true. I
My
mean, yes,
body is destroyed by the amount of drugs and adrenaline I've dumped into it over the course of my entire adult life as a warrior. I have nothing to look forward to. I feel nothing. Even when I kill people now, I feel nothing.
I mean, that's a good place to be. Trust me, I've been there for about 30 years. Listen, Aina. You can come off the drugs. There's plenty of drugs.
I haven't used drugs since Zephyr died.
Yes, but my point is, if you believe that the drugs have put toxins in your body, you can just get all of your body parts swapped for either chrome or for biological replacements. All you need to do is earn a ton of money, which for you isn't a problem because you're fairly competent at your job.
Level 10.
If killing people is no longer providing you with any interest, perhaps it's the specific manner in which you kill them, or whether it's who you are killing. How old is Dante? Dante's 30 years old. Just in case you're wondering, he's literally never had emotions. He's a sociopath. We rolled it up during character creation.
Yeah.
Random rolls. He's a sociopath.
Yeah. He doesn't understand why other people have feelings.
That does explain why he's so charming, though, because sociopaths are notoriously really good at being manipulative.
Yes. And sometimes it's difficult for me to remember that he doesn't have emotions beyond, like, abject terror of cyber animals, which is apparently a thing.
And paranoid of like being in the skyscrapers. Paranoid.
I mean, listen, you act like being paranoid is a bad thing, and the last building I tried to land on, there were 2 people with sniper rifles that tried to kill me. Okay?
They were trying to kill other people.
They ain't. No, I want to remind you, I specifically asked, are they aiming their rifles at us? And you said yes. And that's when I made the decision to drop a car on them.
Sweet. That's cool. Anyway,
Why not?
Continue with the story, please.
Your whole life hasn't been a lie. People have lied to you, but that is not a lie. Your life has been preparing you for everything that comes after this moment. You are extremely good at killing people, but I wonder if you might not be better at leading people to kill other people. I've been considering going hands-off on the business for a little while. Have you ever considered yourself in the job of a head security officer? My job.
Absolutely not. It seems abysmal and torturous.
Perhaps that's just what you need to make yourself feel something again. Especially the torturous part, because that means you would have to feel something. Just think about it for a little while. Try some of this red velvet cake. I hear it's delicious.
I think out of character, like this is going to be an interesting point of transition for Einar, because he doesn't have a purpose in life at all. And he does still somewhat have a relationship. I don't know if I call it a friendship, but he feels something for Dante still, even after, like...
I consider Dante to be your mentor.
I would as well. But I mean...
Maybe a little bit of senpai as well.
There is Einar's transition from being someone who's living through a psychotic break and then re-entering the world around him left him feeling jaded and betrayed by a huge number of people, many of whom here are dead now. But
yeah,
Dante surprisingly is not really one of those people.
Surprisingly, Dante is like your rock, and he like
right?
Yeah, it's very odd. And also, that's what you like initially thought of him as well.
I'm not your rock. I'm your lighthouse, buddy. I'll always shine on for you.
Damn. So
Bravo.
we end this scene with you guys eating your steaks in a smoky, laser-filled room.
No, we're eating cake now.
Are you eating cake now? Okay.
Yeah. We're indulging a little bit. It's okay.
Yeah. So it's like,
Man,
we
look
both
at
have body
Belinda
types.
as she rubs the velvet cake all over herself. Boys, get those dollar bills out. Let's make it rain.
and it's like,
This is Dave's fetish now. This is what Dave dreams about.
What, sticking dollars to strippers with red velvet cake?
Yeah, apparently.
Wow, so is this like a place where you have to buy the current
It's like being tarred and feathered, only much stickier and nicer.
like trade in?
And more expensive.
they have tokens, right? So that.
Well, no, it's like, if it's dollars, it might be just like the old world currency that you.
I mean, they're called Eurobucks, right?
Yeah, the Eurobucks. Yeah. Whatever.
Come on, you know this fold in Eurobucks, right?
There's
What else are you going to put down?
dollars-
I mean, you can't put coins in a fucking stripper's
What
like.
an incredible.
Just go around all night with
Just throw
no.
the coins.
No, I'm imagining like a strip club where you go in and you just like give them a bunch of Eurobucks and then they hand you old like historic bills that should be in a museum somewhere and you just get to throw them at strippers and talk.
I'm imagining you go in and you're putting Eurobuck coins in their pants, and it looks like they have like huge full diapers, and you're like,
No, you put
That's-
coins, honey.
That's a different fetish.
No. You put enough in, they fall down with the weight.
oh yeah. Mm.
Oh, my bra just fell off. Oh! I'll just bend over and pick up all these Eurobucks. It's,
Right.
That's not awkward.
Ah,
at all.
or they have cybernetics where they're like
Oh, one
magnetic.
fell onto the
So
table.
you get to like have coins just covering them or something.
Well, actually, they don't have that anymore because the iPhone released a new iPhone and got rid of the headphone jack, so they don't, they can't do that anymore.
Yeah, you can't have that.
Can't have that. No, that's what actually started the Cyberpunk revolution.
So it was so brave.
Yeah, so brave, so courageous. So anyway, yeah, we'll do one final scene, and then we'll call it a show. But let's swap on over to the other group. What are you doing to this poor girl? Please tell me.
Right, I'm gonna have I'm put her down on the bed and
Hi.
What exactly do you need of her?
just a
Because this
face
stuff won't
cream.
dissolve. So you just need to look at her face.
Something like that. Yes. It's alright. You can. Can we cut it off her?
I need to go get the solvent. I'll be right back. And so like he
Yes.
goes into his room to get like a little aerosol spray. Then he comes in and he just hands it to her and says, "Just spray it where you want it to dissolve off. Do you need me in here to like knock her out or something?"
No, if you just restrain her a bit, so I just need her, tied to the bed. I've already, by the way, Astrid's bed totally has like fucking handcuffs already on the posts and things,
Yeah.
He's gonna kind of look around because he's known you to be with Mike Knight a lot. He's just like, never took Mike Knight to be this kind of guy.
Oh, he's a dark horse. Anyway, yes, let's carry on with this. So I'm just like, and just sort of like I'll release her from the goop and just be like,
So as he's like helping you like put it up and whatnot, he's just like, so Mike, he's a little bit of a night rider.
Get out.
Out, sir.
Get out.
was that a joke?
You're like the dog that poops on the floor and then I have to rub your face in it. To know what a
I'm just
bad
gonna
thing
hand you the
is.
solvent and just go, thank you. I think I can take it from here. And then just
Oh,
wait
actually,
very quietly for you to go.
He just chunks out of there.
Door just slams. I'm just like, don't even look back. I just like slam the fucking door.
No, he probably closes it for you. Weston's a good guy.
Okay, right. In that case, yeah, I don't look back though. I'm just like, that was so bad. That was so fucking bad. Jesus. Right then, my love. What are we gonna do with you then? I just get out my little case
Not
of
kill me.
biometric. Well, no, she's like been.
Oh, knocked out? Yeah.
No. She's been. We've taken the gunk off, and now she's just chained to the bed, like.
Okay. So, what's the process here?
Well, I just take all her biometrics readings.
Body fluids, all that shit?
Yeah. Yep.
Poop in this cup.
She has
for
a
me.
man pond specifically designed for this.
God. Yeah. So I just take all her biometrics readings and things, and then I won't kill her. Well, yeah, I'll kill her now. I'll just be like, make sure I've got all the readings and things. Make sure I've got. I don't need her identity. I just need her face, and I'll be like, thank you. You've been very helpful. Chunk.
You just
Straight
kill
with
her?
the knife.
Yep.
Just
All right. Yeah, and then you start the painful process of.
Yeah, I'll sort of unhook her and throw her onto the floor and just be like, I'll ring through for like clean up.
Aisle my bedroom.
Yeah, clean up in aisle bedroom.
Is it like one of those things where you put your dirty dishes on the outside of the room if you don't want to be disturbed, but you just put a dead body on the outside?
Yeah,
of the room?
yeah. Just a dead hooker, just like.
There's like a note on the wall: "Don't leave your dead bodies without informing cleanup crew."
Please do not put
That
leaking
means
corpses.
you, Dante.
Yeah, please do not put leaking corpses on the carpet. Put them inside the designated.
Yeah,
body
I'd
bags.
probably like put her on in fact, I'll wrap her up in the bed sheets and just be like, just sort of, I'll need new bed sheets as well, please.
I'm sure in like one of the drawers there's like sandwich bags, freezer bags, garbage bags, body bags. Yeah.
Larger garbage bags.
But yeah, I'll just I'll just throw her outside the door, getting somebody to put some new bed sheets on, and just lay down and prepare for the fucking pain.
All right. The last scene is a hunched over Western Highland typing out another story. What's this one about?
It actually might be a little bit of a tribute for Band here. He's actually not going to write the detective story. He's going to do, I don't know, just a story, kind of Godzilla-esque, but with the noir theme going for it. So it's still following along the same lines. It's just it's like kind of like facing the aftermath after a giant rampaging monster went through the city, and like recounting of all the little stories and all that stuff. Let's see how horribly I do at this. If I can find the damn skill. Composition. There we go. Fumble!
Yeah.
Yeah, stick to your detective.
Yeah, I'm not posting that. I'm gonna take like, it's gonna print out and I'm just gonna be like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just gonna fold it up and he's gonna put it in like where the body bin is.
You just put it next to the dead corpse, yeah.
Yeah, just throw it on top of the bodies.
Yeah.
Alright. So with that, we fade out on like a terrible story on top of a poor corpse. That's where we fade out. So yeah, thanks everyone for playing. Let's go around and do some quick shout outs for everyone. First up, we have AP Gaming Real. Sir, thank you very much for playing. Give us a shout out, brother.
I'm AP Gaming Real. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, all at AP Gaming Real. I make tabletop role-playing magic. I don't often play a sociopath, but when I do, I attempt to have as little emotion as possible.
Speaking about as little emotional as possible, let's go over to Mr. Emotional himself. Typical GM.
It was a good game. Thanks for being here, guys. I feel like shit. I really enjoy the Dante Einar conversations now. They're fun. And I don't want Dante to retire as a character. So there's
Yeah.
All right. Astrid, aka Fuzzy Freaks, Mrs. Mustache.
My upper lip is so smooth now. It's great.
Mine too.
Hi, I'm Fuzzy Freaks. I do fuzzy things. I just rebuilt my PC, so now I'm really poor because it was kind of an emergency thing. So on Wednesday, I'm doing a fundraiser to help me pay my rent because that's what I
Get me out of the red. Fundraiser.
Yeah, I literally have £20 to my name.
What are
until
you?
the next time I get some money.
What are you gonna be doing? Is it like a 24-hour stream? Like what's going on there?
Well, I think it's going to be sort of like I'm going to start off with 6 hours, and it's going to be one of those like donate money to add time to the stream. Plus, like if you donate certain amounts, I'm still sort of working the shit out, but it's going to be like if you donate certain amounts of money, you can sort of get me to do weird shit that's not bannable.
Dye your hair a different color?
When's that's happening?
Possibly dyeing my hair,
Tomorrow?
but no, Wednesday. It's well,
Yeah, your Wednesday, which is like
yeah.
I'll see your
So,
Twitter.
Yes, I'll be tweeting it out, etc., etc. But sort of like, yes. So it should be relatively amusing watching me just humiliate myself for money.
Sweet.
It's full sellout mode.
Speaking about humiliating himself for money, let's go on over to Van Mortar, aka Virgil Levenger, aka Vigil Vinegar.
How's it going, everybody? That was a good episode. That was really fun. I got a ton of laughs.
More than we've ever had, I think. Like that, I don't know what it was.
That was a side splitter, guys. GG. if you want to catch more of my side-splitting hilarity, you can check me out twitch.tv/Zircon5 or follow my Twitters at Virgil Levenger, and then you'll see all my
Virgil
roleplay
Vegan.
goodness. There's more shows coming up on Die Party that I'll be on. Other stuff happens that's magical. Catch it all.
Speaking about catching it all, let's go on over to Chipping It, who has caught everything there is to catch in World of Warcraft. But tell us about you.
Hey guys, I'm Chipping It, and I don't really do anything on the internet, but still follow me anyways. As far as the character and everything's going, I'm kind of liking this direction. I'm going with Weston. The only thing is that if you catch on to this current trend, I hope he doesn't get punished.
He got super fucking dark this session. Like, he went full on sociopath. Like, let's go abduct this woman off the streets and then, like, painfully break down all of her biological functions so that Astrid can have
He wasn't really there, so he's just...
Hey, you gooped her. As far as I'm concerned, you committed murder, so...
I mean, he was told to...
Accessory at the very least.
Well, I may have
Kidnapping.
disobeyed Dante again. I was supposed to kill at least one person every day until I get over this phobia.
This
I don't know
house-
if that would count or not.
Are
It's
you
like,
over it yet? I mean, that was some pretty serious actions you took.
well, I mean, he just was tired of listening to Band and Astrid being like, yeah, no, she's too fat. I don't like her cankles. So he just busted out the door, grabbed one.
I'm like, you're gonna put those eyebrows on your face? Oh, and before we go, I just want to say, man, these Force Flicks bigs are a godsend for Captain Ragtag.
They can fit at least 3 bodies in this one. Speaking about bodies, thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed tonight's game, make sure you give the channel a follow. Whether you're watching on YouTube, listening with your ear holes on SoundCloud, or watching live on Twitch. We've got 4 games that we currently run on Die Party, and let me bust them all out for you real quick. Up first, we have Nightcity, which is the one that we played today. That's on Mondays at 5 p.m. PST. Tuesdays, we have a brand new game starting called Carrion Company, aka Tomorrow. It's going to be so good. We have Mr. Virgil Levenger is going to be playing in that. It's a custom game that's sort of based off of Stars Without Number in certain regard. Like it uses a 2d6 system. It's going to be an interesting game for sure. Swagula's running that. We've got Eugene. We've got Sweet Sheepdog Gaming, and we've got Nightmare also playing in that game. It's going to be super fun. The lore that we've been dicking around with so far is really good, and it's going to be a lot of fun to play that game.
Yeah, I'm excited because we spent a lot of time on it.
Yeah. Wednesdays, we have Iron Saddle, which is a Stars Without Number cowboy campaign. So basically imagine if Will Smith was a cowboy and then he went into space and he punched an alien, and you basically got the game. Last episode, they basically shot a bunch of aliens. It was super fun. That game is literally like just pulp fun. Like it's like it's very rules light. We don't really pay attention to anything. We just do whatever feels good, and it's a lot of fun to do that. And last but not least, we have Die Party Fulcrum, which is a Mutants and Masterminds game, where none of us get to pick our own powers. And by powers, I mean superpowers, because we're all superpowered individuals. And Fuzzy Freaks is a part of that, and she plays a girl made out of paper, and I play a guy who has like
A librarian made out of paper.
It's true, yes. And I play a guy who has Spider-Man Venom, like the character Venom, not Venom, but the character Venom blood, aka I can't control my own blood, and it does whatever it wants. It's pretty cool.
I'd also like to add that my librarian has not given anybody a blowjob yet.
It's true. If you think that Fuzzy is a one point character, then you're sadly mistaken, because no blowjobs has ever happened in Fulcrum. It's only a matter of time, though. It's only a matter of time before someone gives a blowjob. It doesn't necessarily have to be you, but someone.
True.
So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back next week with more Night City. Until then, stay classy. Night City.